Time out for different. Okay, I got it. Jesus. Hopefully right now, Harley. This YouTube has just completely changed so much crap. It's just a freaking nightmare now. Let me turn this fan down. Oh, hold on. Let me pull up on Lita's laptop here so I can read comments. Can you turn that TV down, Babs?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, I got to connect this thing to the internet too.
Yeah.
What do I do here? This, connect. Yo, what's up? Hello. Hold on, let me pull it up on the laptop, guys, so I can read.
No, we're not going anywhere. No.
Oops. Nothing is easy anymore. Here we go. Easy anymore. Here we go. All right. So we are broke down again. We just got another hotel, John. We're broke down for the second time since we've been out. Let me start from the beginning. Hello from China, Texas. What's up, Owen? What's up, Kurt? Random comment for the live. I appreciate that, Matthew. Tim. Hi, Robert and Lita. You feel for me, brother? Jim? Man, I'm telling you, I can't win. And it's crazy, man. Like, after we got it running in Junction City, man, the truck's been doing great. Hey, what's up? Oh, man, where do we start? So the truck was running. We are, I don't know where we are. We're north of Chicago. And we're just riding along. And the truck started acting like it was when we broke down in Gainesville, when we had an injector go out. And I told Lita something's not right. So this is where we parked. We pulled all the codes. Lita's been Googling these codes like crazy. And it seems like it's an injector harness. Or it may be the computer. I don't know. But it seems like it's the injector harness. That's what Google's telling us. But I can start the truck up. The truck will run. But it runs like it has air in the line again. But it doesn't have air in the line. It's like a voltage thing with the injectors. Is it a bad injector? It's showing 3 bad injectors. I guess you don't have your phone, huh? Let me read those codes real fast. Voltage. It's a voltage issue with injector 4, number 5, and number 6. Doing a 34-hour reset outside of Dallas. Hi from Chris from Wisconsin. Chris, are you the one that called me? Good day from New Zealand. How is New Zealand doing? Yeah, so we've got a bunch of codes. Injector 4 is voltage above normal or shorted high. Injector 5 is current below normal or open circuit. Injector 6 is voltage above normal or shorted high. And then there's an engine position. Did you ever look into that? Engine position, voltage above normal or shorted high?
I'm not sure if
I don't know why it's still reading like the starter motor relay. Like, I haven't been cranking on this thing. Oh, I just can't win. And I don't know what to do. So a new harness. If I overnight a new harness, man, my hair is crazy. Let me put on a hat. Jeez, you guys are looking at this Donald Trump comb over. Can you believe somebody in the comments said I was bald? Said that I always wear a hat because I don't want to show off my bald head. It's like, bro, I have more hair than your entire family. Yeah, we're in a hotel room anyways. Let me show you guys the doggies. There's the doggies. Fat Butts. Mackie. Yeah, so I've got some active codes. Lita's been doing a bunch of research on them. They all basically say voltage. So there's something wrong somewhere. And you can't just replace this injector harness. The whole harness has to be replaced. It's all one harness. So it's like, what do I do? Do I dump another $1,700 into this truck to keep it going? Or do I cut my losses? But then what do I do with the truck, you know? We'll never own a Mac now. I mean, I think it's I don't know. Can you blame it on Mac? Like when the motor runs good. But it's like all the other things that Mac technically didn't make has been failing us. Hey, Mackie and Fat Butts. You have more determination than me. Walter, I am to the point of frustration. We worked with Danny, covered 6 transport, and both of the trucks blew up. Were they Max, Randall? Did I miss something here? Who was Danny? Did you do the injector test? Yes, it doesn't have any bubbles. There's no bubbles in the tanks. So injectors are good. If I could hit the lottery, I've seen you would send me $1 million. Well, hurry up and hit it. Because that $5 that I found was pissed away. Yes, part of the wiring harness is under the valve cover. Big belly. Not sure if it's the same worth the comparison, but my 6.7 Cummins acted like injectors and it was just the harness. I mean, that's all the codes that it's shooting is voltage issues. And when she Googles it, everybody says it's a harness issue. Truck has 800,000 miles on it. And this is kind of about the time when you're replacing harnesses, you know. Feel sorry for you. You must have checked everything. Yeah, it's crazy. Someone get a Mac Volvo tech in here. Oh, man, even then, Ricky, like, look at what we went through with those other shops. Like, even then, they were throwing parts at my truck. Any chance of voltage issues related to that generator you have? No, I don't think so. Also, check the loose pins in the injector harness. So the injector harness is tied into the main harness. Let me keep reading from this. Yeah, we're talking new. It's gonna have to be a new harness. $1,700. Didn't you just put all new? Yes, but it has nothing to do. I don't think it has anything to do with the stuff in the motor. Rolling on the floor, Donald Trump Culver. It's time to let the truck go. But what do I do with the truck? Do I just leave it here at Pilot? Like how far are we from the house? 1,000 miles again?
Let the truck go and then what?
This load is taking us to Atlanta. This was taking us home. My C15 had bad wire harness and had trouble codes. After so long, the heat melts the harness. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're reading too, Big Belly. It's like, no matter what kind of a truck, after a while, you have to replace the harness. Like, the wires just get to the age, and just the heat just kills them after a while.
It's been hot.
Almost sounds like fuel system electrical with the codes. Can you test your injectors with you? Yeah, so I can test my injectors, and I can see that they're all getting like the same like fuel pressure. I can do all that. It doesn't look like it's any of the actual injectors, but it's running rough, like it's got air in the line. But it's like when we broke down in Gainesville, traded in. Nobody's taking trades, Kurt. Dealerships are overran with trucks that they're not taking any trade-ins. New Macs, poor design. Are the new Macs the same way? Am I buying aftermarket Chinese parts? Well, this is a wiring harness I've never replaced before. Can't trade it on a newer truck. Can you read the voltage at the injector? Was that thing showing us voltage at the injector? Do you remember?
I don't know if the computer can do that.
I don't remember if it was showing us voltage at the injector or not. What codes am I getting? I can't really read them off here, but I made another post, Mikey A, of the screenshots. If you go to my community or my posts, you can see this. I took screenshots of it. You should buy a spare Mac for parts. I mean, maybe a Volvo, right? It's the same thing. I don't know how good this Wi-Fi is either, so if we get cut off, it's the new Macs are junk, same as Volvos. I'll figure it out, no doubt. I don't know, Randall. I'm so frustrated. Any chance the voltage is related to the generator I have running? I don't think so. Because it doesn't put out any more volts than my, because all that is an alternator. What is going on with your mouse? It won't let me scroll down. Oh, there it goes. It was like hung up. Also check for loose pins in the injector harness. And the injector connectors. Well, I'll have to pull the valve cover off for that, Ricky. Everything's under the valve cover, and I think that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Is we're going to walk over there and we're going to pull the valve covers and we're going to make sure nothing looks frayed and nothing looks messed up. Since they can't, I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should buy the harness or not. They can't ship it out till Monday, which would put it here Tuesday if I had to overnight it. We all are so sad seeing what is happening for us. Both have Lita by your side. Man, it's rough, Jim. I'm telling you, man. It's like I cannot catch a break. People think I joke about bad luck, but I'm telling you, I could be sitting in a brand new truck right now, and I promise you it would break down on me. Can't tell what's wrong. It's take valve covers off and wait. Can't tell what wrong with it till take valve covers off and Romandino. I'm parked next to a Mac dealership. Do you want me to walk in and ask them if they can help? Walk in at gunpoint, Joe, and tell them that they have some junk. Check to see if the cable going to the number 5 injector is under. Oh, it's all. The whole. It goes through the head, Robert. The injector harness goes through the head and then up into it. So everything's under the valve cover. How do I stay so calm in front of the camera? I'm good at editing. We'll just say that. Being honest, your Mac has been pretty good. I don't know. I mean, I guess it has. I've definitely made a lot of money with the Mac, even with as much that we broke down. I am still happy I am not doing HotShot. I promise you that. I am still happy I am in a semi-truck. Run a direct wire and see if it eliminates the code. I don't know how I'd run a direct wire. It's all in this giant wire loom that runs through this mess of wire loom. Full coverage, a gallon of gas, and a match. I mean, I couldn't do it, but I wouldn't be mad if somebody else did. As long as my dogs aren't in there. Dirt Perfect, the Mac guy. Yeah, I've watched his stuff. He has an older Mac. He doesn't have the newer Mac. His is completely different. Hi, Rob from Vinny in Pittsburgh. I wish I could wave a wand. I think that's where they're shipping they're going to ship the harness out of. Is it somewhere in Pennsylvania? Maybe it's Pittsburgh? Yeah. 1,700 for a full harness, not bad. My old 579 Packard would run 3,000. Yeah, this is supposed to be on sale too. Did you just take your phone from me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because my mom.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I guess I could pull it up right here. I think it's on Find It Parts. Yeah. I think this is it. Does that look familiar? That looks familiar, right? 1655. It's on sale right now. Normally $18.32. But it looks like it's going to be a nightmare. I fear that I'm not going to be able to reach into some of the places that I'm going to have to plug some of these connectors into. It's going to be a job. Your truck didn't have an easy life before you got it, so wire and harness could definitely be done. I mean, and to be honest, look at the roads that we drive on. Like, we literally, on some of these roads, it just all the way down the road, you know? 3 injectors not pulsing. Yeah, it's a rough ride. At first, I thought it was the road blaster, and I was like, man, this road's rough. But then we got on a smooth spot, and it was still doing it, and I noticed my truck was slowly slowing down. So, where am I at? I am in Wisconsin. Beloit. Yeah, Beloit, Wisconsin. Truck went from OTR to local as a dump trailer puller and back to OTR. Truck is just used up, partner. Yeah, probably. Buy another truck, leave the Mac, and pick it up later. I'm at a Pilot, though, and I don't think they would appreciate me leaving my truck here because this Pilot is a shit show. Sounds like it's the loom old H-heat. I mean, it's got some plastic wire loom around it that's kind of like starting to crack and show a little bit of age in places. Hope you guys getting it figured out fast. I start my new job on Monday. Nice, Daryl. Where are you working? burn it, collect insurance. Man, you guys are going to get me in trouble. That sounds definitely like wiring. Might look where the wires plug in that go into the head. They don't plug into the head. They just run straight into the head, Ryan. There's no connector there. It runs straight from the injectors all through this crazy wiring harness and then to the computer. Just keep it and build it into a tiny mobile abode. What's up, Chris Wade? Oh my gosh, what did I just do? I'm so mad at this. Okay, I found where I was. Buy a new truck and rent a tow dolly and take it. Yeah, tow dolly. I mean, they do make those things that you hook to both fifth wheels. I'm no psychic, but I guess, yeah, Beloit. Am I saying that right? Beloit? Chris Fan. We have had several of those. Davco fuel filters and the splitter for the fuel tanks under the bunk suck air. I don't think it's not an air issue now, I don't think. I don't think it is. Whatever truck you get, it takes money to keep them on the road. I just dumped $9,000 in 7 weeks into yours. Yeah. Keep that truck till the wheels fall off, then put the wheels back on and roll it back out again. Definitely not getting fuel. Are you sure the injection pump isn't bad? The injection pump? Get it diagnosed before you fire the cannon. There's nowhere around here that works on Mac, and I don't trust Mac places, man. Like you can't find anything. I guess I'll pull that valve cover off tomorrow, I think, and then see if we can see something. I do remember the engine brake had like 2 exposed wires, but I thought it was supposed to be that way. But look, it's ran this way this whole time. Somebody gave me $20 and it hasn't popped up who gave it to me. So I apologize for that. Let me see. Oh, here we go. One Fade. I appreciate that 20, man. Yeah. Let's see. Get a 2023 Cascadia. $200,000. May need to get a priest to do an exorcism. I think it's me, man. I think it is me. You have a carrier at dispatch loads who literally has 2 new 18-wheelers in a constant state of repair. I know, dude. I talk to people. Something with the Detroit 60 series. I mean, that would be sweet. And I have been looking at those, Chad. But a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing those 60 series in right now is junk. My 53-foot dovetail is empty. I can possibly haul it home. No, we would be too high, Sag. It would be too high. I mean, you figure my truck is 13.6, so anything above that. Worst feeling in the world being stuck away from home. I'm getting used to it. It's just an ongoing issue for us. Just give it up. I want to be mechanic. ARC police. I never said I was a mechanic. I only work on my junk because the real mechanics don't know what they're doing either. Have I checked my pickup tube running down into the fuel tanks? So I thought I mentioned that on one of my videos, but when we couldn't get it primed at home after doing the new injectors, I was trying to pull my pickup tubes out. My pickup tubes are welded into the tank. Like there's a welded bung on the bottom of both sides, and the tubes are welded into the bungs going into the tank, or made into the bung, I should say. Have you ever check main connectors? A lot of times corrosion. Yeah, so I pulled the main connectors off the computer today, and I looked at them and they all look perfect. No dirt, no rust, no nothing. So did you find a bad wire? The computer's saying there's a bad wire. MP8 is best out. Yeah, you've said that before. I think you're the one that told me about that stuff to get too, semi-truck technician. I believe that was you. Maybe the wiring harness broke somewhere after removing the injectors so much. I don't know. I mean, we've been on some super rough roads this week, man. I mean, there's no telling. We read that on a forum where somebody's air compressor on their truck melted some wires.
Well, they said the wires behind the air compressor.
The wires behind the air compressor melted?
Yeah.
But I don't think any of these go behind our air compressor. I don't know, man. I wish I was still driving a truck today. Really, Donald? It is rough, man. Hoping things turn around. Appreciate that, Angie. I just finished watching your last video, and it looked like you got it running, and it's been running great. So that was last... When did we get that truck running? I don't want to give away too much, but it was like last week, and we've done some loads since that, and the truck's been running fine. Can you take it to Haggy Diesel? Haggy Diesel only works on Cummins. Haggy Diesel only works on Cummins. They do not work on anything but Cummins. They only work on motors. They don't work on transmissions. They only work on Cummins motors.
You should make that the title of your next live.
Yeah. I had to replace my injector harness on my International twice within 2 months. Were they getting pinched or something, Joe? I wish I could just replace the injector harness. They should have just made it like a connection right outside, and then I could just replace that part of the harness. But mine, you have to replace the whole thing, man. It's crazy. I agree on the brand new truck. I see what happens every day, and you can't find parts available for them. I see them broke down all the time, too. Hey, look up Tilford Towing and Recovery LLC Automotive Repair, Logan Avenue. You want to come take a picture of that? So I can remember that, just in case we do need to tow the truck. I've looked at renting a truck too, just to finish this load out.
Sorry, my phone's dirty.
Yeah, right here. Tilford Towing. Yeah, something like that. One fade with the 20. I am 66 miles from you. If you need anything, I can bring it up to you.
Becky, come lay down.
A match and some gas. I'm kidding. I think it's the fuel pump. I don't think so. I don't think it's the fuel pump anymore.
You have to go out.
Come on. Do you want to come see people on camera? Come here. You can come up here. Come here. Come up here, Daddy. Come on. Come here.
You're so crazy.
Oh, come here. Come here. Come on, jump up. Come on.
What is she doing?
Oh, I can't believe she jumped up there.
No,
That's impressive. Okay, where were we at? I'm getting further and further behind. Hi, Robert, driving me nuts watching your problems. Have you tried running the truck off of a jug of fuel to eliminate everything before the main filter? I have not. Pull valve cover, look for loose wires. We're getting codes that are saying voltage, and the codes read back to a faulty harness. We have 3 injector codes. If you go to my channel, let me see if I can find it for you here. If you go to my channel, I posted a picture of them. View your channel, and you go to community. At the top, you'll see I took a picture of all the codes that we're getting right now. And it's, there's 2 pictures there, so you have to flip through them. But it's all has to do with voltage above normal or shorted high. And then there's a voltage, let me see here. Something to do with voltage. It's something to do with voltage on 3 of them, on injector 4, 5, and 6. I will email you after the live. Yeah, I tried talking to you on your YouTube channel, Semi, and I was trying to shoot you an email, but I think YouTube kept deleting my email because YouTube does not like it when you guys put your email address. Anything like a phone number or like a web address, I can't put it in there. YouTube will delete it. So if you're like, hey, check out this link, and you punch it in there, they move it over to another section that I then have to approve, but then I can never find the comment again. Let's see. How many injector? Yeah, 3 injector codes. I would spend the money and fix the Mac. No way. I would buy a used truck. I know, because I still run the risk of running into the same issue with these trucks. Last time I've been around your area, I see Mac dealer. This, call it La Crosser. There's 700 of us. There's 700 people watching. There's 867 people watching me right now. I heard a good Mac mechanics in Houston, Texas area. Hope the best of luck to you. All the good mechanics are busy. You can't get into the good mechanics. All the bad mechanics are the ones that will take you right in. It's all those diesel emissions crap messing everything up. I mean, it could be, but if this is a wiring harness, like, emissions have nothing to do with the wiring harness. It's just crap. Bro, man, you have been through hell. Hope something gives soon. Something is going to give soon. I promise you that. I see that now. They do have a injector harness, but you would have to unpin your ECM connector to replace it. Wow. So those wires would go all the way back to the computer pigtail. 22484. Let me look that up. 222484. 222484. And then 48490. 90. Volvo truck wiring harness, $362, which isn't bad, but pinning it might be a nightmare. Plus, I get a lot of other like issues that I'm hoping a new harness would fix. Class 8, huh? The one Class 8 was showing me for my the whole harness was wrong. I was on the phone with them for like an hour and a half today, and they could not figure it out. I ended up having to call a Mac place. Look up Tilford Towing. I think I got that. Hey, Robert and Leda, it was nice meeting you all at Loves in Alexandria on Sunday. Richard? Oh, yeah, Richard. I remember we were sitting there looking at the... Dude, I'm so bad. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Hey, yeah. Yeah, the Ashley Furniture guy. Yeah, you're right. It's nice meeting you, Richard. Keep the truck since you have learned so much. I know, I thought about if I get another truck, I'm going to get like a Volvo. That way I could rob parts off of each truck. But who knows? We'll have to see what happens. Who knows? When will you be back on the road? I have no idea. So I plan on ordering the part Monday, overnighting it. It'll be here Tuesday, and it's probably going to be an all-day job Tuesday. New trucks are a death trap right now. Do you plan on getting a used new truck and toss the POS? I don't know what I would do with it. Sell it to a Whistling Diesel, let them blow it up. I thought your truck was a mid-roof. No, it's a full roof. Full roof. Cummins only, Seg? I don't know, man. I did a lot of reading on the Cummins, man. I got scared. I'll be honest with you. That was one of the reasons we did not buy that T680, is because of what I learned. Did I scroll up? I feel like Detroit is better without the DPF. I have been looking for a Detroit 60 motored truck, but it seems like the truck around the motor is junk and they still think it's gold. Oh, check the plug on the injector from plugging and unplugging. Might have opened the connector that fits on the little pin. It's a possibility that the plug itself, since we have had so many injectors, and you can replace just the plug, but then it takes a special tool to put a new one on. Check your battery cables for the computer. We did that. Keep y'all's heads up. Oh man, we're trying. Please check wires running from frame to truck. It's a hot spot on these. From the frame to the truck. I guess you'll need to email me. Frame to the truck, because I don't remember any of the injector wiring running from the frame to the truck, because it comes out of the head and then wraps around and then goes into this big black box, and then out of that box it comes down and then goes into the two computer. What's up, Daniel? Not doing good, man. It could be better. I guess it could be worse too, huh? I could be singing a country song right now about my dog being pregnant and my girl running away.
Could be
Maybe a
fun.
stupid question, but did you try to disconnect the batteries and see if the electrical codes came back? I didn't disconnect the battery. I did clear the codes, and we, what else did we do? That was it, right?
I mean, we tried to figure out.
Can you check the voltage where where it plugs into the computer? I would have to know what pin that would be. There's a Mack truck dealer in Grays Lake, Illinois, about 1.5 hours away from you. They are open tomorrow morning. They are called CIT Trucks. Yeah, dealerships don't like working on my truck anymore. You don't have to replace the whole harness. They sell a kit that you remind it we do it all. So you don't think I should just replace the whole harness? You think I should? You think I should pin a new injector harness? I mean, it may be a lot easier, but I'm thinking like that harness might have issues in other places too. You know. Oh, let's see. Where are you? Just got in here. We are in Beloit.
I don't know if it's Beloit or what.
Beloit, Wisconsin. Have you seen Ramen Ray's Repair? He's a real mechanic. I haven't. Is he a YouTube channel? Ray? You're doing great. Just keep your chin up. We're praying for you and Lita and the pups. Pray harder because it's not working. You're getting my teeth kicked in right now. Really hope everything works out for you. Really hope everything works out for you guys. I enjoy the videos.
Hey, 1 or 2.
Probably 2. It's not the fuel pump. We're getting plenty of fuel pressure. Plenty of fuel pressure. It's not leaking anymore. Cummins is a great motor. I know. I think a lot of motors are great motors, Timothy. I think it's just like hit or miss, honestly. Does the computer give any idea what the wire is that is an issue? I would suspect a connection versus oh my god, this scroll thing on your laptop.
Do you want my mouse?
I do, man. I can't seem to scroll this thing right
I
now.
don't ever use that.
Struggling. I just lost where I was. Okay, does the computer give any idea what the wire is that is an issue? I would suspect a connection versus an actual broke wire. The computer, I mean, it gives me those codes, and then you just have to look up the codes. You are crazy, girl. Yeah, let me get that mouse, because this thing is funky.
Matthew, what are you doing? I don't know how loud this microwave's going to be.
Where is your mouse plugins on this thing? Oh, here's one.
It's USB.
I would hope so. I would hope it's USB. Oh, have we ate anything today? Lita has a nice smile and a good laugh. I probably would have had a heart attack by now if I didn't have my dogs with me. Bro, if I didn't have Lita and the dogs in the truck, my brains would be splattered over the top of the truck. What is the voltage coming off the generator? Generator's dead. The APU doesn't work anymore.
What generator?
No, I'm not in Kansas anymore. This is after that fact. This is the second time breaking down after that. S.A. Morse. Something else. A bad injection pump is possible to cause other codes to appear. Have to check everything. But the codes are reading voltage. Could be the batteries. Bad one can do some crazy stuff to the truck. I mean, I do have a voltage tester. I can test the batteries. I seen y'all on Tuesday head north on Indian Nation Turnpike almost to... I was going to holler, but I was on the phone. Man, a couple of people have tried to talk to us on the CB, and my CB is just crap, man. It's like, by the time they say something, and I might say something, like, I can't hear them anymore. They're too far off. I gotta get that CB and that antenna tuned. Milwaukee Mac doesn't have this harness. Nope. I already called them.
She's watching the microwave.
The closest one that they could find is in Iowa, and they want a lot more for their harness than what I can get the harness for. Cummins isn't that great either. See, yeah, like, everything's hit or miss. I wish I would have known at least even an hour earlier. I was right outside of Chicago, could have left the trailer there. Heading back to Georgia, I try to pull those tanks. I try to pull those tanks too. Oh, you pull tankers? I think you should try the separate fuel jug.
Are you getting mad at the microwave?
Why? She's freaking out about the microwave. I think you should try the separate fuel jug. I don't think that's going to be a voltage issue, though. I thought you'd be bald by now pulling your hair out. I mean, God, I need another haircut. Look at this. It's crazy. What's my brother? It's Chucky Trucking from deep South Texas. Oh, what's up, man? Borrow by... No, I'm not going to borrow by my brother's truck. No way. We're still not talking. Where's the lovely Lita? She is cooking some food in the fancy kitchen microwave in the hotel room.
Hey, why?
Nobody on here can give you the proper advice. We are not there at the truck. If it's all voltage codes, check all. But it's voltage codes on three injectors. So it's a
3, 4,
4, 5, and 6. Voltage above normal or shorted high. Let me just click on this so I can actually read it. I got a fuel delivery pressure, mechanical system not responding properly, current below normal or open circuit. See, that's the boost pressure, intake, man. Man, I've got all kinds of codes, man. Current below normal or open circuit on injector 5 and voltage above normal or shorted high on injector 6. So injector 4 and injector 6 are voltage above normal or shorted high. And then 5 is current below normal or open circuit. I don't know what all these other engine position voltage above normal or shorted high. I don't know what any of those are. I don't know. We have an MP8, MP10 KM over here in Australia. The engines are great. We have up to 1.5 to 2 million, but everything around the engine is shit. That's what it seems like, Graham. That's what it seems like. The motor itself seems to be fine. We don't use oil. We don't smoke. It's just everything connected to this thing. I have a 2016 International Lone Star, and the batteries were not popular. Connected batteries were replaced by an international dealer. It caused so many issues. Cost you over $7,000, huh? Brand new trucks breaking down. Waiting weeks on parts. Just an idea. Clear codes, unhook batteries, let it sit 15 minutes, rehook batteries, see if codes come back. On my Detroit, though, there's 2 sensors that prevent starting. So the truck will start. The truck will start and run, but it runs like one of the injectors or multiple injectors are misfired. Like I go out there, turn the key, and it'll fire right up. Like it fires up like that, like it's perfectly normal. But then it's like go 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 go. It's like it's camming, you know. I've had so many dealers work on my truck. Oh, you had 3 dealers work on your truck. Sell that Mac and get an old mechanical truck. Nobody's buying trucks right now. You need to quit running your generator when you're running your truck. Do you put too much voltage through both your alternators going to your batteries? So my truck, depends on what we're doing in the truck. It's only around 13 volts. If you get another truck with a Cummins or Detroit, too hard to find Mac parts or mechanics. I will agree with that. It has been so hard trying to find somebody that can work on this truck. I gotta cover up this mop again. Get you some cheese while you're there and go do some fishing. What are you doing, girl? You're so... Come here. Come here. Come here.
She won't. Ow! She's not like that. No, fat butts.
All right, you do the mouse. You do the mouse.
Fat butts wants to get up there now.
Scroll down, okay? Start reading them to me. Seen those codes too many times that I've been working on Macs. So what do you think it is, Timothy? You're an hour from me, Daniel? I finally got mad and started Checking stuff over myself, and once I fixed the battery issue, all my issues stopped. Lita, start selling feet pictures. I will be able to retire. Respect your transparency and no quit mindset. The South Georgia Hotshot truck is a roadside mechanic's dream. Yeah, you're telling me. You are telling me. My load is going to Salva, North Carolina. It was taking us home. We were going to deadhead home from there. Please make this available after the live stream. I'm not able to watch now. Inspect harness, and if there's no evidence of failure, I had a bad ECM throwing all kinds of crazy codes. Man, I hope it's not the ECM. Why don't you look up to see how much an ECM is for that thing? So proud of you guys doing shit I never did and wishing I had keep it after it. My family and I love you guys. Sorry for your troubles. Appreciate that 307. Let me sit you up a little bit, Mackie. Are you okay to sit here? Huh? There's no horn to blow.
I don't think she's okay.
Are you freaked out? Fat Butts wants up here, don't you, babies? All right. Trying to get caught up, guys. I'm sorry. Well, it was an idea for the part harness, but that makes sense. It's nice meeting you in Junction City. Oh, was that you, Ryan? That was parked next to us. Oh, I didn't realize that was you, man. You replaced your washer pump. Good watching videos from New Zealand. That's weird. It's weird. Some of the people that I meet that watch this channel that have nothing to do with trucking. It's wild to me. If I were you and give up on the Mac, I would get out of the business before I bought anything.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's what Lita's saying. A Volvo and a great pair of flip-flops. What about getting a Cat engine truck? Those are even harder to find. Cat's supposed to be making a new motor coming out. That's why I love my 96 cab over KW550 Caterpillar. Are you okay? Are you good?
I don't know.
Man, I was working underneath the hood, trying to figure this out earlier, and Mackie just lays on the horn, dude. I almost pooped my pants again. Enjoy your videos. Sucks keep breaking down. I agree. I agree. Oh, Jim Hale with the 20. Appreciate you, Jim. I'm sure there's more. I'm so slow at reading. Hello from Utah. Ansel is still not getting with me to send it back. They're a joke. So email me, Rustin, and tell me how you've been trying to contact them, because that's what they're asking me. They're like, because I told them they want me to do some more stuff with them, and I'm like, I'm not going to do it because I have some subscribers that are saying they're having trouble with your computer. And his answer was, did they make sure the computer works with their truck? I was like, I have no idea. They're like, how have they been trying to contact Ansel? I was like, I'm not sure. I understand the bad luck. I have 2 sayings. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. My luck is so bad it could be raining. Yeah, that would be me. What's up, Truth? Indian Observer. Tim Gentry has a Mac identical to yours that he rebuilt. Try reaching out to him. So Tim's shop burnt down, so I don't think he's doing anything for anybody. Is it possible when you put valve cover on that you might pinch the wire? No, it's almost impossible to pinch this wire underneath the valve cover. The way it's routed, it goes through the head and then up, and then there's these clips that hold it along. It would be, if you pinch the wire, you were not paying attention. My dogs are awesome. Yeah, Mackie and Fat Butt are good dogs. Huh? Voltage regulator on the alternator. About CB, need to have 2 antennas and tune or move antenna to MIDI the chain. They said you're better looking in front of the camera like this, Mackie.
She's not even looking at it.
Yeah, look, they're talking to you on the computer. Mackie,
She's like, I don't
right
want
here.
to look.
Hey, Mackie. You shit.
What a jerk.
Your ECM needs power, ground, and can. Could be ground at ECM. Maybe. Would that only mess with 3 injectors, though, you think? You may need to steal some uranium to generate the 1.21 gigawatts for the flux capacitor. I've been looking at those cars for sale. There's a bunch on Facebook Marketplace here lately, and it would be nice to have a DeLorean to sit at home while I drive over the road.
Yeah.
Check wire harness that goes from frame to engine. God dang it, you've said that before. I don't know what wiring harness goes from the frame to the engine. You'll have to email me your number, semi-truck, and I'll give you a ring. I went through 2 T680s, next gens in a week, fuel injectors, dash clusters, all kinds of... I mean, I do hear that a lot of the new trucks are having, like, electrical problems. That was you in the Freightliner Classic replacing the water pump? I know, dude. I looked up and you were gone. And then your truck was still there, like... Your truck was still there after we went and picked up a load and pulled back through. Most electrical problems are ground related. I agree with that. How'd you say the injectors work? They
So one injector can be dragging the other two down with it because it's shorting.
Yeah, so I wonder if it's like the injector itself shorting out. God, I just don't know, man. I just don't know.
Fat Butts, come lay down.
Park the Mac and let Lita pole dance. We do have a stripper pole in the garage.
Yeah, surrounded by crap.
Surrounded by motorcycles. Keep your head up. Keep doing what you're doing, and good will find you. Man, I've been doing this for a long time in life, and I'm just getting my teeth kicked in everywhere I go.
Fat Butts' turn.
Oh, Fat Butts wants... Do you want up here, Fat Butts?
No.
Huh? Do you want to get up here? Look
Oh,
at you.
Fat
Look how
Butts.
jealous you are. You're so jealous. She didn't get any snacks, babies. Did you run all this info by the master tech, and does he agree with the harness issue? You can bet that wire harness isn't the best after all of miles. Well, what master tech? I would still check grounds and perform voltage drop tests for power and grounds. There are 1,000 of us here, boys. Let's give them 5 doll hairs. Even this is scrolling weird.
It might be YouTube.
It just jumps around.
Yeah, that might be
Lita
Wes.
is tired of the industry, honestly. Lita is tired. Try a Bloody Mary? That sounds like a great idea. I love me some Bloody Marys. Timber Tramp, been Timber Tramp on CB for 50 years.
Do you guys need to go outside?
Oh, Tim has a new shop. Did he get his new shop built? Tim got a new shop. Tim got a new shop. Tim got a new shop. If I win the Powerball tomorrow, I'll buy you whatever truck you want.
Buy us out of the industry.
Detroit 60, 12 liter would be a good motor to put in that Mac. I don't know if you could put it in the Mac. Central Florida Mac in Orlando is the best.
I'm gonna have to walk these dogs.
Are you? Are they jonesing to
Yeah.
go outside? Good day, mate from Australia. How's my Australian accent? Little shrimp on the Barbie. I don't think Lita liked that. Was that not a good accent, baby?
No, you should have done the knife one.
What?
That's
not a knife.
This
is a knife. Mama's gonna take you out, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you outside. Come on.
Cat is making replacement hinges for semi-truck swaps. Guys, Tim is not a Big Mac guy. I don't think he's a Big Mac guy either. Gentry is busy, but do reach out to him and he probably will know
We're gonna
what
go.
you need to do. Look under the valve cover and see if the valve train rubbed the harness. Showing 2 shorts to ground and 1 open. Yeah. We're going to pull the valve cover off probably tomorrow. I don't think it's anywhere near the valve train. It's got its own little hold downs in the head.
I don't know.
Who knows? We might open that thing up and I might have left a screwdriver in there. Let's see. Ground wire could be root of all evil. I've had some ground wires cause some crazy issues in my race car. Hey from New Zealand, good luck with the truck from a KWK 200 cab over driver.
All right.
I almost bought a cab over.
You want to go outside?
when I was first looking at semi trucks, because I was like, that would be cool. That would be cool for the channel. But then I climbed up in one. No, thank you. There is no room in those. Your injectors might have separate grounds on 3 injectors. They sometimes use separate grounds on 3 and 3. I mean, that could be.
Yeah, but you're going out the wrong way.
Damn, it messed up again. It's either harness or those injectors you bought. We only use Volvo rebuilt injectors and always get 100K. So these are Mac rebuilt injectors. Call Tim right now. I'm sorry if I missed your comment. I don't know why it's bouncing around. Did you buy a OEM? I haven't bought any harness yet. The harness that I was going to buy, semi, is off of Find It Parts. The part number is 214-01715. I wish I could just show you guys the screen. I don't know if it's considered OEM. Oh, yeah, it's a Mac harness. Manufacturer's Mac. Yeah, it's a Mac manufactured harness. It's a genuine Mac component, it says. I haven't ordered it yet. I wanted to get on here and kind of, if anybody had any great ideas. Hate to change the subject, but have you seen the new Chevelle SS coming out in 2020? Is that the electric one? And when they have like speakers, when they rev it up, it sounds like a real car. Let's go out. I will go outside. Oh, you want to go outside with Lita, Richard? Here's a thought. When you used ether, it ran. It's a fuel issue, not... No. So it's still running. It and Dave. The truck runs. Like, I can start it up. We've been driving it for like a week since you've last seen that video. Like, we put out a video that we finally got the truck fixed. We've ran multiple loads since then. And now it's like spitting and sputtering. But yeah, no, the truck cranks right up. I mean, it fires right up, no problem. How about getting my brother's Volvo? No, thank you. The injector wiring harness deteriorates and allows oil to creep down the inside of the harness to the injector, causing a short. Also check the connector to the harness that goes into the head. Yeah, so it's one harness on this one, Roland Irish. It's one. I guess somebody found where I could repin it, but this is all, like, there's no connection outside of the head. I second the lift pump needs to have positive fuel pressure. I have fuel pressure. I have perfect fuel pressure. When I crank up the truck, I can look at it. I get 33 idling, and when I rev it up, it goes up. Dude, when it rains, it pours. Had a bad feeling, so I bought a new truck yesterday, and on the way to get engine blows in my old truck on way to pick it up. Damn, that's crazy. Jeff, I am in Wisconsin. Come get me, buddy. If you would have just found me a load to Ohio like we talked about, I would be sitting at your house right now, broke down. So it's all of Jeff's fault. Nope, Chevelle comes with a 450, 900 horsepower, 1500 horsepower fuel. I thought all these car companies were doing away with gasoline burners. Bro, if you picked the wire, you weren't paying attention. Better check for a pinched wire. If I picked the wire, I don't know what that means, Timber Tramp. My truck lost a radiator. Thanks for the plastic Freightliner. What's going on, Ellis Transport? Tim Gentry got a new shop. He is working on stuff now. Talked to Super Trucker Dan out of his 2003 Peterbilt with low miles. I mean, Peterbilts are nice, man, but I think they're overrated. They might be nice trucks, and they might last a long time, but them Peterbilt guys, man, they will overpay for some stuff to say they drive a Peterbilt. The bad harness can damage the injectors. Thus why you went through multiple injectors. Well, but the problem we were having with the injectors before was air bubbles in the tank. So they were doing the cups wrong, or something was wrong with their procedure, or just bad luck. If any injector harness plugs have oil in them, you need a new harness. I do know when I was plugging those in, they had oil in them. But I thought that was normal. I'm telling you, look up and into lift pumps. You'll see what we were talking about. Oh, telling you, look up. Oh, you're telling me to buy and put a lift pump on this thing? Like an electric lift pump? Moving Earth? Am I misunderstanding? Sometimes I wish you guys could just talk back. MPA all day. Contact FSC Trucking. FSC Trucking. FSC Trucking. Is he a YouTube channel too? What video is it when Robert stopped talking to his brother? It was the video when I broke down in Gainesville. That's when I stopped talking. When we had injector problems going to Gainesville. $10, it's a flux capacitor. MP8 all day. Oh, $4.99 from It and Dave. Thank you. I think somebody else. Did I miss something else? I feel like somebody else donated something too, and it didn't. I think it skipped. Oh, Matt Morton, $24.99. I appreciate that, man. I'm sorry I missed you. This, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like I'm good with technology, but sometimes it just kicks me in the nuts too. Did I miss anybody else? I am so sorry if I missed your super chat. I don't see anybody else. So I got Jim Hale at 20. I got Matt at $24.99. That's Canadian dollars. So I don't know what that is. Every time I think of Canada, I always think of Super Troopers and them downing them bottles of syrup. I need a liter of cola. Need a liter of cola for a cop. Farva. Let's see. I'm selling my 2007 Peterbilt 379 Caterpillar C13 engine if I want it. Is it a full cab truck with double bunks? One harness is correct, but the plastic cover on the wiring breaks down and cracks, allowing penetration in a short. Happened to your Detroit? I mean, they're old. It's old. It's old. 800,000 miles on a 2008. I knew, like, I've been reading some forums and people been complaining about things that come up on their truck that they have to do. And I figured a harness might be coming up, but on the road sucks. I cleared all the codes, Timber, multiple times. And then I would key off and I would key on and I would start the truck and they would immediately pop back on. And I had no O-ring on some injectors. So the O-ring turns out wasn't a big deal. In fact, either Mac or Volvo put out a thing telling people to stop putting the lower O-ring on because the injectors were getting stuck down in the heads and they were snapping the injectors off trying to get them off. Wish you were closer. I'd be there in a heartbeat to help you. You are a problem solver. Oh, man. I don't know. I think I just get lucky sometimes. And I'm lucky to have Lita, too, because she's on the old Googler, and it helps out a lot sometimes, too. I mean, me, I would just bash it with a sledgehammer and walk away. The oil in the injector harness can travel all the way to the ECM and mess it up. Bad oil pressure. I did unplug the ECM and I didn't see anything in there. It was nice and dry. So if it is getting into the wiring harness, it's not to the computer yet. Mad Morton at another $27.99. It's about 18 USD. Canada is the best. Oh, good old America's hat. No, I'm kidding. Neil in with a 20. Did I miss that? I think it just jumped to the bottom again. Or I'm caught up. How crazy is that? Oil and injectors. Hardest part is getting the harness out where it goes into the front of the head. I was fearing that. I was fearing that. I was afraid that was going to be an issue. Like 30 cents, Rodney. Definitely the flux capacitor. I'm sorry, Bub. Where is it you're broke down at? I'm in somewhere in Wisconsin. Right at the border of Illinois and Wisconsin. I can't remember this town starts with a B. I don't know why I can't remember it. Milberg is close to you. Who wants a mustache ride? Yeah, who wants a mustache ride? Dude, Super Troopers is great, man. get a hold of Long Haul Larry. He is in the UP of Michigan. He is a good mechanic, may be able to help. Michigan's still a good ways away from me. But the Canadians will allow you to swap all your pew-pews for a hot dog. Yeah, that's the problem with Canada, man. You guys are letting Trudeau just California you. How many black cats have crossed your path? A lot. Robert, you are the man. I don't know if I'd go that far. I'm not in Indiana. I'm in Wisconsin. Yep, most women these days would have run off by now. Lita is good. But what I don't understand is if your woman is not good, why are you still with her? You get one life. And that's what I realized with my ex-wife. Like, I have one life. You need to live it as happy as you can. If you can swap up wives, I would do so. A new harness may fix it, but with 2008 and 800,000 miles, it's a good idea anyways. How backed up is FSC? I don't know who FSC is. Beloit. That's it, Dixie. Shit. That new 2024 Chevelle is now built by Chevrolet. Why did he stop talking to his brother? He did used to work for me, Julia, but I stopped talking to him when... So I broke down in Gainesville, and I'm trying to call Wreckers, right? And he calls me up, and his phone has a bad connection. So I hang up, and then I'm calling another wrecker, and he's trying to beep in again. And I try to answer again, and he has a bad connection again. So I hang up again, and finally he gets through, and he gets a good connection. And he's like, hey, man, what's going on? I'm like, bro, I'm busy right now. I'm trying to call a wrecker. We're broke down. And he's like, fuck you. I'll never call you again. And that was it. I was like, so be it. Like, I'm broke down. If you can't understand I'm broke down, especially when I tell you, I'm like, I'm trying to call a wrecker. I'm trying to figure out what to do here. Like, I appreciate you calling and checking on me, but there's nothing you can do over the phone. Let me call a record, please. Too bad I couldn't call South Main Auto Channel. I don't know who that is. You guys know a lot of channels that I've never heard of. Did lot lizard disappear? Did lot lizards disappear? I've never seen one. We still haven't seen a lot. I mean, we've seen like prostitutes like on the road, like especially in, what was that, Nashville, Tennessee?
That's Memphis.
Memphis, Tennessee. They were all over the place. All over the place. Are you trying to come up here, Fat Butts? Is that what you want?
I don't know what that's.
You want up here? Did you guys go potty? Hold on, come here. Come
Kind
here.
of.
I'll pick you up. Come here. Let me take your leash off. Okay, I guess you don't want me to pick you up. Jeez.
They're just jerks.
Holy smokes. Thank the Lord you're not in downtown Chi-Town. I don't know where that is.
That's Chicago.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't break down in Chicago, dude. It would be bad. Too bad you couldn't call. You can run them bad ones off with a stick. I think you're in Beloit, Wisconsin, close to the border. Yep. I'm headed out to Colorado tomorrow. Also, I'd take another load that run me by there. Oh, $100 from Matt. Dog treat money. You guys see that? You guys just got some money. You got some money, Fat Buds. Come up here and say thank you. Come on. God, I don't know why you're acting so weird.
She's like, who are you talking to?
Matt Morton with another $13.99, dude. Our whole country hates him. He's an awful leader. Not sure who is worse, him or Biden. We need to get both of their asses out. Dude, I know. Trudeau and who's the California nut job? I'm drawing a blank. Say thank you. Say thank you, Fat Butts. Speak. Speak. Fat Butts. Nula. Speak. Oh, you're too worried about what mom's doing, you jerk. Ask Victory Outdoors Mechanic from Milwaukee. He's on YouTube. Man, I don't know any of these channels. You guys watch a lot of YouTube. Are we keeping the property in Utah? The property in Utah is currently up for sale. We're going to try to sell it. No point in moving out there right now. We just have too much going on. Can't afford it right now. It's been crazy, you know?
I live in Georgia.
I'm beginning to hate you going live because either the load boards suck or you're broke or we're broke down. Yeah. Broke down with Dixie there at the TA in Beloit. It was fuel to the FCA.
Wow. This New York stuff is
Oh,
nuts.
New York is flooded right now. Lita is freaking out. If you ever see a lot lizard once, they see Lita, they'll run if they know what's good for them. I think Lita wants to see one too. Don't you want to see a lot lizard, babes?
No, I'm alright.
Really? You don't want to see one?
Why? It's just
Newsome, that's it.
It's just a hooker.
Newsome. She's like, yeah, I don't care. It's just a hooker. Is Lita going to decorate the rig for Halloween? Bro, it's decorated all the time.
I bought another skeleton for
She
it.
bought a skeleton, a green glow-in-the-dark one, right?
Yeah.
That we're going to put on the front of the truck. Unless it magically burns down tonight.
I can see it from here.
You can see the Mac from here?
From, like, when you're outside in the front, you can see.
Oh, which way are we facing right now?
We're facing the highway.
Oh, we're facing the
so-
back. The truck is that way, right?
Yeah, so when you walk out front, you can see, I can see the dome in the window.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. It's a different issue now, Joshua. Now it's a electric. So the truck starts up just fine. It just runs really rough. Okay, let's see. Oh, I see. See how it just jumped down like that? What is going on with this thing? I watch all of your videos, but I don't hear you talking about the property in Utah anymore. Yeah, we still have the property in Utah. We just haven't been out. Like, freight out west is terrible. It's not what we thought it was going to be. I was hoping I could go from Salt Lake City to Utah and back like we were in the Salt Lake City to California and back like we were with the HotShot. But now our truck is illegal for California and our trailer is illegal for California. Is this the breakdown the same as the last video? This is a new breakdown. Warren Western Truck and Tractor Repair. His channel is under that name. Aren't taxes hella low in Georgia? I'm not sure.
Lower compared to others.
Yeah, compared to what? Your Mac is clearly low on blinker fluid. Yes.
There's your tamales.
Tamales. If you guys ever go to Walmart and they have the tamales in the freezer section, maybe you can go down to the breakfast place. These tamales are legit from Walmart. They are legit. They're not like fresh tamales, but you throw them in a microwave and they are. I actually had a lot lizard in West Virginia knock. Robert, most of these channels these guys are telling you to check out are not truck mechanics. So that door manufacturer still hasn't called me. I thought about calling him up and recording and seeing what his excuse was. I have a 2017 Freightliner Coronado for sale, double bunk, 150,000 miles on total engine rebuild. It has a 60 series. Oh, really, Wayne? Shoot me an email, SouthGeorgiaHotShot@hotmail.com. Shoot me an email. Yeah, shoot me an email on that, man. 60 series, 13 speed. I want a 13 speed. That's another thing. I'd like to find a 13 speed. I'd like to find something with an APU, but I can always... There's APUs all over Facebook Marketplace right now. The door... I think the door guy used me to speed up my buddy, and when he found out that I knew the guy... So I think the door guy used me to either speed him up or to try to get my buddy to build the doors cheaper. And when he found out I went and talked to my buddy, he was upset that I basically foiled his plan. Because I think he was going to tell my buddy that he didn't know was my buddy at the time, look, I've got another guy that wants to build these doors. You need to either start building them cheaper or you need to get on the ball, because my buddy was kind of dragging his feet when it came to first building the doors, because he was waiting on a bandsaw. He wanted this big giant bandsaw to be able to cut all the angles that he needed. But I mean, you're right, like, he's a buddy of one of my buddies, and my buddy is like pissed off that this guy has never called me. Yeah. Why is truck illegal in California? Because it's a 2008. California says you have to have a 2010 or newer. How did you do on those lotto tickets? Terrible, Dixie. I don't think I matched one number. That $5 bill I should have just burnt on camera just for views. So my trailer's illegal for California too, because my step deck's a 50-foot step deck, And in California, anything over 48 feet, their rear axle can't be more than 40 feet from the kingpin to the rear axle. But because my trailer is 2 feet longer, my trailer is illegal for California. So all those times that we went into California and I didn't know, I'm illegal for Florida. We have to buy permits to go into Florida with our trailer because it's a 50 foot. Same with my brother. We didn't know that until my brother got a ticket in California. Did you call someone to fix it or did you order? Man, I swear this scroll is so stupid. So did you call someone to fix it or did you order some new parts at this point? I haven't ordered parts yet because I'm going to overnight it and they said that they couldn't ship it out until Monday anyways. So we were going to go pull the valve covers off and then see if it's something stupid, you know, maybe a wire come unplugged. I don't know. But I don't do Walmart. I live in Australia. Walmart for what? I'm parked on the side of the street in Colorado. If a lot lizard come knocking, I will interview them. Yeah. We're in Colorado because if you're in Denver, dude, there's people living all over the streets there now, even outside of the truck stop there. I hope you don't have a pinched harness. Don't forget to clear your codes and test drive all repairs. Yeah, we've cleared the codes multiple times. I don't think it's a pinched harness. I really don't think it's a pinched harness. Gentry and Son Trucking is who I need. Engine swap time. Rodney Nichols, right on sound, dude. Rodney Nichols. You can try Midwest Diesel Repair in Freeport, Illinois. He is not far from you and can maybe help me. Yeah, Warren from Western Truck Repair in California could figure it out, guaranteed. 2016 with only 100K. I think he said 100K on rebuild, EMP. Yeah, lead is back. Stay the hell out of California. But that was my plan when we bought the land, that we would bounce from Salt Lake, Utah to California back, because I made so much. When I was running that lane and I was hanging out with my brother, I was getting $3 a mile in my hot shot all day, every day, back and forth. I made, and that was before the COVID deal. I was making money hand over fist going to California. How much is the Utah property? So we paid $150,000 for it, Tyler. We owe $100 on it. The realtor thinks that we can get $250 for it.
Stop. No.
So you figured out it's not the fuel pump, I guess, from yesterday's video. This is a different problem, 8 Point. The truck's been running great. That video is a little over a week old. We've been running for a week since that video.
I'll get you some water, crap buds.
He sure is, but he works by himself and he can't find anyone worth a crap out there.
You want some water?
If I was you, I'd remove the valve cover and check all the connections, maybe some. That's what we're going to do tomorrow. But removing the valve cover is like a complete, it's a job. Like, we have to remove all the air cleaner stuff, and there's another pipe that runs over top of it. Like, it's not a quick thing. The pilot that we're at is a complete nightmare.
It is a shit show.
Income tax in Utah is outrageous. I don't know. So we have like 90% of our land on what's called green belt. We have a thing signed with a farmer where he basically runs cattle on our land, and then the taxes are dirt cheap right now. And then we can pull whatever, if we ever go to build a house, we can pull that portion off of Greenbelt. Gonna need to take a siesta. Tim has a new shop now. After the tamales, I could go for some drinks. I could go for some drinks. Is there a gas station nearby that's not the Pilot?
There's a Walmart near us.
Yeah, but that's too far of a walk. Warren from Western Truck and Tractor Repair is Matt Guy, and the smartest mechanic you will ever know. He'll take your call. Also, he's on YouTube. Warren from Western Truck and Tractor. Let me look that up. Warren. Or that's not the name of his YouTube channel. It would be from Western Truck and Tractor.
Get up here.
Western Truck and Tractor. Oh, he's got a YouTube repair. I think I've seen some of this guy's videos before. Is he from around here? What's it say about him? Location, United States? What? You're such a jerk.
They don't know who you're talking to.
Oh, are they freaked out because I'm talking to the computer?
Yeah.
You're so funny. You're not getting any of my tamales. Here, I'll give you a potato chip. Here, you can have a potato chip. Oh, yeah. Oh, so happy. Blah blah with the $100. Hey y'all, enjoy the videos. Here's to the truck or whatever you want to use it for. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you guys. He's in Oregon. Maybe he could just tell me over the phone though. Check my blinker fluid. DD15 is a solid motor. Hey guys from Blairsville, Georgia. Love following your videos. Keep strong. You're both doing great. Putting up with all the. Yeah, we put up with a bunch. Lita gonna have to start OnlyFans. Lita has an OnlyFans. She just doesn't know it. Legal trucks in California right now are 2014 and newer. Oh, so it is 20. I thought it was 2010 and newer. Just sell that junk. It's probably left center muffler bearing. Hey Q boy. Hey Stan. The food I recommend. Oh, the tamales. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Jesus. I'm in California at Laguna Seca racetrack. Forget the race. I'd rather watch. What? You're crazy. All right. Let's see. A should carry 55 to 60 psi of fuel pressure at idle. Did you secure the injector harness inside of the valve covers with the wire ties? I never undid the wire ties.
No.
All I did was unplug them. What's my engine doing today? So it's got like a misfire. What's up, Beetle Bailey? Never knew either. Dragged my 53-foot through states many times. I think I'm getting mixed up again. Get a Volvo with less than 400K, as you now know to do DPF injectors and about to do a harness. Next will be EGR valve, EGR cooler, turbo. So you think I should get a Volvo too, huh?
Going down, please.
Let's see. Let's scroll down and get caught up. Hey, the other doggone wants a chip. Nula does not want to eat a chip. She won't eat chips. She's only a meat eater, and it's funny that she knows that. She'll eat something with peanut butter on it, but she will not eat she will not eat a chip. You are our favorite YouTuber, and we don't have anything to do with trucking. We just enjoy your videos. Appreciate that, Marley. I meet a lot of people that have no idea about trucking, but they just watch us for some reason. He's in Oregon. Biggest problem is a Mac. Get a Freightliner. You got to be stressed out. Junk is junk. Get rid of that junk. Yes, it's junk. I am in somewhere in Wisconsin. God, I can't remember where I am. Beloit? Beloit?
Yeah.
Beloit. Get a Kenworth?
They're all junk.
You heard Lita. She said they're all junk.
They're all junk.
She said you don't know nothing. They're all junk. Fat Butts looks sad. She didn't. Watch me try to get Fat Butts a chip. Come here, Fat Butts. You want a chip? Watch her. She won't eat this. I'll even move the camera. Fat Butts will not eat this chip. She will not eat chips. She is a meat eater. She will only eat meat.
Still lick the stuff off the chip.
How did this cable get all discombobulated? Jeez. Holy smokes. Yeah. Oh, Mackie wants a chip, don't you, Mackie? There you go, babies. Oh, is she eating it now? She's making a fool of me. She's eating it now. I can't believe she's eating that chip. You know how many chips I try to feed this dog? Because Mackie wants to eat everything that I eat. Sitting in Salt Lake City with my dogs, it's a beautiful Oh, I miss Salt Lake, man. Salt Lake's a lot of fun, man. It really is. I don't have a proper Mack truck manual for my truck mule. Nope. Yeah, Lita is. What's your thoughts on the industry, Bebs?
It's trash. It's
Did
trash.
you get the transfer pump to stop leaking? Yes. That O-ring that I was looking for, I think you'll find out in the next video. That O-ring does not keep the fuel in the pump. That O-ring is to keep dust and water out from there. There's a weep hole in that fuel pump that says that fuel pump is bad. What's up, Motorhome Gearhead? Was just thinking about you. And I hope it was during that.
Mackie.
You are not getting any of my tamales. What
Heck.
makes you think you're going to get tamales?
Come lay down.
Man, I need a drink, woman. I need to get just chocolate milk wasted.
And I said there's Walmart.
Drop a Cummins engine in the Mac. So I've read a lot about my truck. And because the size of the Mac and the size of my truck, a lot of engines won't fit where this Mac engine would fit. Oh, what did I miss? Love Fat Butts. My pity would love to hang out. Fat Butts can be a little weird around other dogs. Mackie's great with everybody, but Fat Butt, she's kind of a Karen, man. She's live on a boat, work in a truck. SGH always on. Wish I could help. You guys are amazing. So you live on a boat, huh? And then work in a truck? How does that work? How does that work? That would be cool. I wouldn't mind living in a houseboat. The boat always... Been watching for a while. I'm an auto mechanic, and it took a while to understand OEM parts are worth buying. New and good are two different word definitions. Yeah. Reread all the questions and answer the other.
Come lay down, Mackie.
Did I miss something? YouTube is awesome. Did you get the transfer pump to stop leaking? I think I read that.
Please.
There's so many comments. If I miss something, just throw it in there again. I apologize. These dogs distract me. Also, I'm on this hotel Wi-Fi, so...
I'm sure it's lagging.
Where are we from originally? So I was born in South Dakota. Lita was born in Columbia. But I'm a military brat, so I've lived all over. And Lita is from Connecticut. 4, 5, and 6 are the ones that are giving us the issue. That's the ones that's giving us the fault codes.
Voltage.
They're all to do with voltage. I live in Las Vegas, but I've considered moving to Salt Lake City for business. It's really... What I like about Salt Lake City is there's a bunch of cities like right next to each other. And anything that you ever need or you want to eat at or whatever, it all just seems to be... Salt Lake City just has so much to do, so much to see, all the food options you have. You guys have Shake Shack out there, which is absolutely amazing. Truck's not losing prime anymore. The truck will start right up, but it runs like it's skipping. The only way I could think to answer it would be like if you had a fouled spark plug in a gas motor. How did you learn to work on the truck? I've never been a mechanic. I just take stuff apart and hope I can put it back together. Where in Connecticut?
I'm from Stanford.
Stanford. Voltage, maybe you need to replace the harness. That's what we're getting at, Beetle. Or Brian. Don't move here, the locals thank you. Where are you at, Timber Tramp? Are you in Utah? Skipping, you mean missing? Skipping, missing, hopping. As mentioned, select all chat, top chat. I don't know how to do that. Select all chat, top chat. I have no idea. Don't give up on trucking. We need to keep good truckers on the road. I don't know if I would consider myself a good trucker. I mean, I pretty much do what anybody can do. I hold a steering wheel and I strap stuff down.
They don't care about.
Definitely not low voltage from the alternator. Like, we're showing like 13 volts. But then why would it be on the last 3 injectors? I guess, I don't know. We'll know more when we pull the valve cover off, right? He stole her from Connecticut while playing World of Warcraft. Yep. That how you know she's a good one. Was she a healer? Yeah, she was a priest. A holy priest.
Still a priest.
She's still holy. She still plays the game. I don't play the game anymore. I don't have time. Between working on the truck or driving or editing videos, I don't have time to play games anymore. We met playing on World of Warcraft E. Yep. For everyone telling him that he needs to buy a Freightliner, it doesn't matter what the shell of the truck looks like. It matters what's under the hood. Yeah, that's what people don't understand. They're like, oh, you got to get a Peterbilt. Okay, the Peterbilt what? With a PACCAR? You want me to get a PACCAR Peterbilt? Because come drive at my company, you will have a Volvo, and if anything breaks, it's always fixed for free, and you will make $100K and be home every day. Where are you at, though? I think you are not close. I was getting fuel. You were getting fuel, Dustin? Freight shaker. Man, that day cab Freightliner that we rented to finish that load out that time. Yeah, I know PACCAR. I know no PACCAR. It was a joke. That scanner you have do cylinder cutout? It does. It does do cylinder cutout. And I can see each individual injector. It's almost like 4, 5, and 6. If the harness has a common negative, maybe the negative wire is broken in the harness. That's what we're hoping for. Maybe have fell down and got pinched by the injector or valve spring. Well, I don't think it can get anywhere close to there because it's like clipped into the head there, if I remember right. I'll have to go back and look at the video, but I don't think there's any way that look at me getting all blurry because the internet's kind of trash here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the feed's getting blurry, it's because the internet's not great here. Missing this live. Oh, you're getting fuel, so you're missing live. Lita doesn't have a East Coast accent. I don't know. What's an East Coast accent, though?
Connecticut doesn't have one like that.
I did see the $100 donations. I think I called them all out. Didn't I call out the blah blah? Yeah, I called out blah blah. And M for the doggy treats. I appreciate that, guys. I hate YouTube takes 50% of it, but it is what it is. Yeah, YouTube takes 50% of your donations. Audio's good. Did she play Ally or only Horde, bro? Who plays Ally? Yeah, bro, you don't play Ally. You're a human in real life. Why would you play Ally? I have the MP8 in my truck. Blurry is okay. Audio is perfect. Damn it, Lita is tearing up them tamales. Did you eat them, babies?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's hungry.
We haven't had anything to eat today.
The wires are said to check is near air compressor and goes bad there a lot. We read that too. We heard that the air compressor's heat will melt the wires there. It is so hard to get back there by that air compressor too. I don't know how you guys do it. You guys take the whole freaking cab off the truck because it's ridiculous. If it's a ground wire, then they run a jumper wire to the frame and see how it runs. Run a ground wire from where though? Yep, I worked technology for 35 years and very good at diagnosing problems. Look for what is common about 4, 5, and 6. Common ground, same physical area of plug harness, for example. Yeah, I don't know if they might all use the same ground for 4, 5, 6. But it's not even the same code for 4, 5, 6. Like 5 is, I need to pull this up again. Your channel. Community. So number 4 is voltage above normal. Number 5 is current below normal, and then number 6 is voltage above normal. So we got voltage and then current. Shorted high, open circuit, shorted high. And then there's a engine position, voltage above normal or shorted high. I don't know what to do. No, I didn't blur it out, Mac. It's the crappy internet here, man. Yeah, horde always. Who makes a human when you're a human in real life? My first character was like a night elf, and like I played it for like 5 minutes, and I was like, this is boring. They go bad from shaking. Yeah, we've been on some rough roads too. I left part of a harness unplugged and it ran bad. Then I plugged it up and ran good. Maybe check if I did unplug everything from the computers and then plug them back in and no fix. She has a perfect accent. Does Connecticut have accents? I reckon it could be a bad earth. Weird shit happens. You take the doghouse out on a Mac to do the engine harness. No way. Do you really? No. Do you really have to do the doghouse? No. No, you don't. Do you?
What's the doghouse?
I would have to take all that out from underneath the dash. You know where cup holders and stuff are? There's like a panel. There's like a panel under there. Yeah.
Yikes.
Voltage above is short to ground. When we change intercoolers, radiators, we leave hood on. Voltage above probably means that reference ground is at least intermittent disconnected. Engine position sensor, bad causing fault at injectors maybe? Engine position sensor? I don't know. I don't know if there's an engine position sensor on this thing or not. I thought the picture was getting blurry because you were getting naked. Bro, I'm going to show everything. What year is my MP8? It's a 2008. Do we still sell merchandise? So the merchandise that we were selling was through Teesprings, and I was super unhappy with them, and I think I unlinked them from our videos because they were just producing trash. Have you tried unplugging the batteries so that the computer reset itself? Somebody else mentioned that. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll unplug it. We had, I guess I'll just unplug it for like 15 minutes and then hook them back up. Sounds like old cracked wires arcing and shorting out. I'm hoping it's something simple. I think you just solved your problems. If wires are melted and touching each other from maybe that is the problem. It wouldn't be over voltage or over current if the common is shorting. We're going to be putting our Halloween decorations out on the front yard this weekend, Lita. Excited? I think she would be more excited if we actually got trick-or-treaters in our neighborhood. Like, we don't get any kids in our neighborhood. Uh-oh. It's buffering. Oh, and we're back. I can't remember if I connected my phone to this internet. I don't know. Let's see. How do Indians own so many hotels and gas stations? I don't know. I think they get a government loan. Hello, Joshua. Earth equals ground. I should pull one of those boat anchors behind us for a ground. Because watching your videos, this problem started because you were running your inverter off the batteries. I've always ran my inverter off the batteries. You better hope you don't need a harness. There are no plugs. It goes from the ECM to the injectors. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The whole harness would have to be replaced. It's going to be a job. Hello from Pittsburgh area. What's up, Ron? No buffering here? Man, that's weird. It was buffering on my laptop. You've made up your mind already. Sounds like you're set on wiring harness. The worst thing you can do when you don't know is make up your mind. I don't know. I mean, Google is pointing to wiring harness with the error codes that we're getting.
We have to pull off that valve cover tomorrow.
But we're going to pull the valve cover off and see if there's something like obvious. Pass through wires to injectors. Pass through wires to injectors. Have you ever replaced? Never. they get grants and tax breaks. There is no earth or ground DC positive or DC negative. What is your codes you are getting? There's a bunch, Charlie. If you go into my YouTube channel and you go to the community tab, I took a picture of all the codes that we're getting. With the engine running, move the wires that you can access that are relevant to your injector harness. I could do that. There's not that many. I mean, it comes out of the front of the head and then wraps around. I mean, it splits off a bunch of times to a bunch of sensors, and then it goes into the computer harness. Don't feel bad, bro. My Freightliner is at the dealer for the 4th time for the same thing in 8 days. So what's it doing, Anthony? Dustin, there are no connectors on Volvos or Macs. Yeah, the only connector that I could find would be the main computer connectors. Well, we all know Google knows everything. Better get a hold of Warren or someone with experience. Your show is the best. I can't wait for your show every day. I'm slowly falling behind again, David. Not being able to edit like I was. Injector 4 and 6 have common fault code. Injector 5 is different code. I would try starting the truck and use your computer to turn off Injector 5 if the Injector 4 and 6 go away. But see, I can't turn off Injector 5 and then reset the codes at the same time.
I guess he's saying
if it would start running better.
Yeah, if we notice
it's Injector 5. So do you think it's actually the injector, or do you think it's the wiring harness going to Injector 5?
I think it could be both. But we're not kidding.
If you want to reset your computer after you disconnect the batteries, you need to take the negative battery wire, connect them. Right. If you want to reset your computer after you do disconnect the batteries, you need to take the deposit battery and the negative battery, connect them together to drain all power. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I did on my Ford once. Check the injectors to see if they good. Unplug from engine block and hook up the voltmeter. You have the plug positive and negative. See what they read. They should be. Unplug the engine block. Did anyone have problems with Google in the past 3 days? I don't think so. Who freaking knows? They seem to not know either. It's a company vehicle. That's crazy, man. But what's it doing, though? Hi, Travis. Hi, Robert and Lita from Massachusetts. What's up, Nadine? Let's see. A retracted message. You need to collaborate with mechanic Warren. A couple of us here have worked on engines. The rest are just suggesting weird stuff. You don't miss a video, Joshua? I appreciate that, man. It might be a bad coil on Injector 5, dragging the other two. A bad coil? You're not a professional, but judging by the codes, I may be effed. I just don't know what to do. I'm trying to decide, do I dump $1,700 into an injector harness, or do we park this thing in the hood? When you replaced injectors, you skipped a step using your code reader. When I replaced my injectors, I skipped a step using my code reader. What step did I skip? Could be a bad driver in the ECM. Usually 2 or 3 injectors share a driver in the ECM. Have I contacted Trucking and Fixing with Ryan? I have no idea who that is. If California is on your registration, you can go there, no problem. This is ground control from Major Tom. Ask Lita which is better, Frankie Pete or Sally's Pizza. Frankie Pete or Sally's Pizza. Which one's better?
I don't know.
She has no idea. This pizza place that we went to when we first met was bomb. Stay away from Tim Gentry and Fixing with Ryan. They are hacks, but some really love them. The Hood sounds like a Trigger's word. Agreed. Verizon bad here. I'm on their Wi-Fi here. Dude, Verizon has just gone to crap everywhere. You dump 10 wires in $10 into a wiring diagram of your injection. I think Lita found one. Didn't you find a wiring diagram for the Mac?
Yeah, I think so.
Oil getting into the harness and connectors sounds suspect to me. Just an ex-auto mechanic. Get a Tesla big rig, then you'll know for sure if it's an electrical problem. We had a truck blow a motor once. Wrecker said it would be like 8,000 to go 1,000 miles. Listed it on Central Dispatch and they moved for 1,800. I can rent a truck from here in Wisconsin for $8.99 for a week and then 14 cents for every mile. And if I take this load to North Carolina, I have to bring it back. It would be like $1,300. Just an idea. Unplug both the alternators, truck and APU. See if that makes a difference. Could be a stuck voltage regulator, but seems that would be. Well, it shows me my voltage on my dash. I know it's not overvolting on the truck from the alternators. If it was something related to the ECU recognizing the injector, I remember you saying it shouldn't matter. Wait, something related to the ECU. Oh no, so I ended up calling that injector place and they gave me a code to punch in. I just didn't put it on video because I didn't record it. I didn't think it was really that important. I figured everybody got the gist of it, that the computer let me punch in the injector codes, which was really nice. Run direct wire from the injector to the ECM and see. So the injectors are underneath the valve cover. I mean, your memory is like mine. I remember the hotshot days. Lita knew where everything was. My memory is so bad. Robert being a 2008, the wires to the injectors are 15 years old. If the wires have never been changed, taking all the wires off the injectors, then ohm out all the coils. Do they have coils? Best of luck, Robert. If you made it this far, I believe you can get far with the truck and figure out hopefully not an expensive fix. I'm hoping not. I'm just trying to get back to work, you know. Did you run your APU and the truck at the same time? I have done that before. When I edit, so what happens is if we just run the APU, that little bitty alternator can't keep up with the air conditioner in the truck and running the computers at the same time. So I have to run the truck and the APU at the same time, but then it still doesn't even go over 13 volts because we're using so much power. Injectors have 2 sets of solenoids. One of the issues are aftermarket parts. Second, you ran the injectors dry from trying to start them. Injectors have 2 sets of solenoids. You can run that pig with the valve cover off and disconnect the suspect. Yeah, I guess you don't think it's going to spray oil everywhere? Quit putting air in the tanks. I know. I think me putting air in the tanks is what messed up that primer pump and the fuel pump.
Remember I said that?
That was very bad advice. I know. I read that on the internet, and I think somebody put it in the comments, but I don't remember. Freightliner and jack. Freightliners and jack are harnesses are $200. I just bought William from the dealer. Make the wife happy. Get out of trucking. We will watch you pick boogers. Like Toe Piglet? Is that what he's doing now? Is he picking boogers? Change the whole wire. Harness is a 9-hour job for a mechanic. Is it really that big of a deal? Connect the wire to the plug by the head. Connect the wire to the plug by the head and run them to the ECM. That's how the shop would do it. Fast way, or see where there's broken wires. I mean, technically, I could take the valve cover off, and ohm out. If I knew what injector went to what pin on the computer, I could ohm out from the computer plug-in to the injector and see if it ohms. But I would have to figure out what wire is what.
I think there's a pin out that I found.
If your APU alternator is having a problem, check the belts. Sometimes they get loose. No, it's just such a small alternator on the APU. It's not meant to run anything.
Hey.
The generator part of it's broken, so we're just using the APU's alternator to keep the batteries charged in the truck. It will spray oil everywhere off of the gear. That's what I would think, because there's that big giant gear in the back. Robert, can I talk to you Instagram? Yeah, you can message me on Instagram. Check solenoid and check with a tool that show the voltage it should read. Where is the solenoid at though? Maybe that's what I'm not understanding. Where is the injector solenoids? Crazy part about this is if you did a complete rebuild, you would still have this issue after. Yeah, I know. Everybody's like, just rebuild the motor. It's like, it's not a motor problem. Matt Morton with another $13.99. If you made it this far in the live, don't forget to send a Venmo, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to send a Venmo. Do you need a ride? I could run you my Cadillac to get home. Lots of room. It's a 9-passenger, and I took the center row out. You can fit the dogs. I mean, we have a load on us right now, Dustin. So if we leave here, we're probably, so here we might rent a truck. I called the broker. I explained to the broker what's going on. I've called a couple of truck rental places. We can rent a sleeper cab from Penske. Their price, they're actually beating a price out of a place in Wisconsin that told us $8.99 a week plus, I think they said 19 cents a mile. Penske's gonna do $8.99 plus 14 cents a mile. It's 750 miles from here to Salva, North Carolina, which is where our drop is at. So then it would be 1,500 miles total. So you're looking at $8.99. Where's your calculator at on this thing, woman? Calculator. So you're looking at $8.99. You're looking at 14 cents a mile times 1,500 miles, which would be 210. So 210 plus $8.99. $1,100. I can rent a truck, run this load down to North Carolina, and bring the truck back. And then I don't have a load on me anymore. Do I leave the trailer down there? Or do I bring the trailer back up here? Empty. Maybe we could find a load coming back to make some money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same. We'll have the truck for a week.
Yeah.
I bet we could find a load coming back up this way.
Or close to it.
Or at least close to it. Anyways, the broker's going to check to see if they're in that big of a hurry for this thing. Let's see. Run a wire to these flare looking things, then push the plunger. Yes, it's that big of a deal. Oh, yes, it's that big of a deal. Oh yeah, the oil. Yeah. Don't put a vacuum on the water separator either. You think that's messing something up? We need to get a wiring diagram. I think Lita found one. You would make a good tech. You jumped to ohming the whole issue from the ECM. Yeah. I can ohm out some wires if I know the wires, but we're at a pilot truck stop, and this pilot truck stop is a nightmare. Like, I stand out by my truck, and I swear I'm going to get run over. Like, they're idiots at this pilot truck stop. I barely made it in there. Like, the truck was, like, spitting and sputtering, and I'm like, I'm going to break down, and I'm just going to block everybody right here. Ohm should read 1.0 or better. It's a good one. If it's less, you got bad injector solenoid.
What are you wrong? What is wrong with you?
Never pressurize the fuel tank. It can blow the cap off or worse. Any pressure vessel has rounded ends to distribute the pressure. So I was only doing the air pressure up to like 60 psi. Have you ever like asked a question on Google and what's that website that always pops up
Just
now?
answers.
Just Answers. Somebody was trying to prime their Mac, and that Just Answers website mechanic told him to hook an air line up to his tanks, and that's why I started doing it.
Okay, but they said don't hook it up directly. Use a plastic bag.
The codes, I wouldn't be renting a day cab. That's a sleeper cab. The codes are on my community tab. I took a picture of them and uploaded them on my community tab on my
Can you stop
channel.
being a jerk, please?
I'm exhausted listening to all the comments about plugging and unplugging and testing and wiring and everything else that goes along with it. Let's just get drunk and worry about it in the morning. I feel ya. I feel ya. It's actually the Wisconsin air that makes people drive like toddlers. I don't think it's the Wisconsin air, man. I think it's the monkeys behind the steering wheels. These truck drivers, I'm telling you, we sat there and watched. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody back in either, but like,
Can you not?
I don't know. I don't want to. I've been in their situation.
Yeah.
Trust me. I've been in their situation. Sometimes you just get in a pickle, and it's like your mind's not working right, and you're like, I can't figure out how to do this. This air conditioner is freezing.
Oh, it's because I turned it all the way down. You can turn it up.
Holy smokes! My nipples are so hard right now.
It's a bad truck stop. That's not an easy.
It's a terrible truck stop.
It doesn't look
What's up,
easy to
Nomadic
get in
Brit?
there.
What's up, buddy? Did you find a one of those tow things? Mark is looking for one of those tow things for one of his buddies. His buddy's broke down up in Pittsburgh right now. So his buddy's trying to get his truck down to Atlanta, and he's looking for one of those tow things that hook up from fifth wheel to fifth wheel, which is what I might be renting. Watching for a little and such bad luck. Hope for the best. Appreciate that, roast beef. Long time no see, Nomadic Brit. Yeah, old Mark's been having a time. Howdy from Alberta, Canada. What's up? What's up, Mike? We've been better, bud. I know for sure Tesla and Prius drivers do their best to cut off trucks. It's always the people like in the expensive cars that drop that.
It's usually a Lexus.
It's like a Lexus or a BMW or an Audi. It's always them. It's always them that cut us off all the time. You can rent the fifth wheel tow bar from Ryder. Is that like a common thing? Like all the Ryders have that? Nice meeting you guys in Wisconsin. Oh, nice meeting you yesterday in Wisconsin. I'm praying for you guys. Paul, were you the one when I was getting the dogs out at the TA? It was because you came by and I told you the truck was running great. That the truck is now broke down. Paul. Watching here in Ohio. Nice, Stan. Hi from Florence, y'all. Nice. I love going by there and seeing that tower. It usually means you're headed up into Cincinnati and you're going to be stuck in traffic, though. Jumping in, what's up with the truck? We think it's an electrical issue now, Steve. We're getting a bunch of errors, a bunch of trouble codes on the old Ansel computer. That was you, Paul? Dude, you kind of caught me off guard, to be honest, when you like started talking to me. I didn't realize you were a fan. I thought you were... I'm retarded, dude. It took a while for me to click in that you watch the channel. I thought some random person was just walking up to me like, how's the truck running? Watching from New York. You guys are getting some rain up there, huh? Hi from Scotland, UK. What's up? Martin, good evening from Bruton, Alabama.
I don't know what
Dixie
you
May,
want.
it's a first competition. Yeah, for real. Dixie's on it too, man. I don't know how he does it. Hello from Detroit. What's up, Joe?
No.
Fairly common for them to have them at Ryder. So did you hear that, Mark? Ryder has those things that you need to tow your buddy's truck. Cash is King is in the house. What's up, Cash is King? I'm up in your neck of the woods, bro. I'm in Wisconsin, bro. Wisconsin. I drove by your house. I was like, Cash is King. But you weren't there. God bless you, Hot Shot. You got a good girl by your side and a hard-working woman. She is so lucky to have me. Lauren Lee Smith. She is so lucky to have me. Let me tell you. Wisconsin #1 beer and cheese. Really? Do they have like some good breweries around here? You can send it to SouthGeorgiaHotShot@hotmail.com, Charlie. Let me put it in the chat. Here. SouthGeorgiaHotShot@hotmail.com. I forgot I can type in the chat too. Ooh, it even like puts a little... I got a little like red thing in here. What's up, Truck and Travel? The whole reason I got into Hot Shot. It's their fault. When I was looking up at looking to do Hot Shot, it was Truck and Travel, and then who was that other dude that doesn't do it anymore? Austin Hayes or something. Yeah, it's all their fault. Injector wiring diagram. Yeah, send that to South Georgia Hot Shot. You from the land of cotton. I'm from the land of cotton. Georgia's the land of cotton. Let's see, we're known for cotton and tobacco and peaches and pecans. Is it a pecan or is it a pecan? I call it a pecan. Put ohm meter on there, and when you get a bad reading, start wiggling wires. Somebody's trying to hack my Facebook right now. They've been trying to hack my Facebook for the last 3 days.
Stop whining.
No, the dogs just came in, Roy. They are just jerk. They can't figure out who I'm talking to.
Yeah, they're
Mackie's freaked out. Like, who is Dad yelling at? What's our game plan? Our game plan is to pull the valve cover off tomorrow.
Yep.
Look at the wiring. Order a whole new harness Monday. Overnight it. It'll be here Tuesday. If the broker says that he needs this load there sooner, then it looks like I'm going to rent a truck, run this load down to Sylva, North Carolina, drive the truck back, and then work on this truck. I could rent one of those things and tow. No, because I would have to rent the truck again in order to bring it back down.
Yeah.
God, I just can't. Truck and Travel's in Texas. It's all their fault. Did you know Cinnamon has a bad back and they have this big fancy massage chair? Look at her looking at the door. She's freaked out.
Yeah, somebody walked by the hallway, I think.
Yeah, they got this fancy massage chair. So next time we go through Ohio, we're going to go sit in Cinnamon's massage chair.
Oh, yeah.
It's fancy, dude. Like, fancier than the mall ones.
Oh, yeah.
It's legit. What's up from West Virginia? Rooting for y'all. Good vibes. Thanks, Tattoo Tank. Go get a spotted cow from Nuclearis Brewing Company. Adam Fritz. Only sold in Wisconsin. A spotted cow. What does it taste like? I don't eat collard greens, man. I can't do it, man. I can't do any of that southern food. I'm just catching up and been listening for only about 5 minutes now, so I understand you think it's now an electrical issue when you first got it running again about 5 or 6 videos ago. No, those were definitely... we've had the truck fixed since then. We have a new problem now. We've done a handful of loads since we got that fixed. We were losing prime. Truck's not losing prime. I can go out there and I can crank it. It'll crank right up. It just runs like it's missing. Onions, too. You're right, McCram. That's what I was thinking. Vidalia onions. That's what I was thinking of. I knew there was something else. I don't know if you saw. I would really check the voltage coming off the alternator. While the alternator is charging, it should be 13 to 14.5 volts. A bad voltage regulator can cause issues. I think if anything, Paul, it's not producing enough voltage at times.
Hey.
Been here since Hot Shot. Love the videos. Keep on keeping on. Got to take the bad days with the good days. It seems like it's been a lot of bad days here lately. Rodney likes peanuts. Send him peanuts. Why do you put a collar on your greens? Exactly. Collard greens taste like grass clippings. Let's be honest. They are disgusting. Mackie, stop barking. There's nobody out there.
Yeah, somebody walked in the hallway.
Mackie, don't be weird, man.
Hey, come lay down.
Hi, Robert Leah from Chilliwack, BC, Canada. A lot of Canada people in the house. What is going on up in Canada? You forgot Stacey Abrams? Bro. Stacey Abrams. I'm so glad she didn't win. Like it was running poor. No, after like at the end of the video, it was running like a top. However, after watching the previous video, this one, isn't it related to fuel since after you put on the new fuel filter housing? I don't think it's related to fuel because now we're getting error codes. I can pull up the error codes with the computer and now it's saying voltage. We got some voltage issues. Man, honestly, I never wanted you to be successful more than now. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Are you saying you weren't rooting for me before, but you are now?
Maggie, it's okay.
Stop freaking out, you weirdo. Here, eat another chip.
It's like, yes.
Eat another chip. We'll see if Fat Butts is going to eat a chip. Are you going to eat a chip, Fat Butts? She doesn't like them. She does not like them.
Like,
Pecan is under your bed. Will Lyons, $99. Thank you, Will Lyons. No message though, huh? Sent diagram, see if it helps. I appreciate that, Charlie. I'll try to ohm that out if I can ohm it out. Does it show me like what injector goes to what pin? Try cornbread with collards or turnips. I like cornbread with, I'll make this stuff in a crock pot. I use 2 different types of beans, and a ham hock. And I will just let them cook all day long. And then I'll... Are you taking a picture of the TV?
Yeah.
Why?
The Shining is on.
Oh, The Shining's on. And I'll let that cook all day long. And you put that over some cornbread. Oh, and then I'll do... I'll chop up potatoes, put onions in it.
Where are you going? You stay up.
It's amazing. It is amazing. I've been watching you guys for a long time. Appreciate that, Sean. That fuel code's FMI failure mode indicator is not electrical. Fuel code's FMI. The injector code's FMI? Because there's injector. Jacob. My email address is South Georgia. Here, I'll put it in the chat again. I should just copy this. South Georgia Hot Shot at hotmail.com. Did I spell that right? Let me just copy that.
What are you guys doing?
I swear this chat is driving. It just skips around. Pull the cables off the alternator that goes to the batteries and watch the voltage. Pull the cable off the alternator that goes to the batteries. Oh, okay, so you're saying disconnect the wire that runs from the alternator to the batteries and see what the voltage is. Lots of pork and seasoning. Man, I've lived in the South for a while, man. I've tried a lot of different... I just don't like them. Check batteries, see if they good. They might short out also. I mean, wouldn't that be cool if it was something as simple as like the alternator or the batteries? Collard greens with vinegar and cornbread, good for digestion. I don't eat, what's that red jelly stuff that you eat at Thanksgiving?
Cranberry sauce?
Cranberry sauce. Good Lord. And I don't eat sweet potatoes. The question now is to ask a lot lizard is how long have you been a woman? Or what is a woman, we should say. What's up, Fat Butts? You gonna say hi to over here. Say hi, guys. Hi.
It's like, when are you
What
gonna
are you
use your
doing, Fat
tamales?
Butts? What are you doing, baby? Oh, you just want love-ins?
She wants your tamales.
You want my tamales? You can't have my tamales. Can't have... Ow, ow. You're a jerk. Alright, let's see. Check batteries, see if they're good. Collard greens with vinegar. The other codes are electrical. The fuel one is mechanical and will set when there is a fuel leak. If your fuel is still leaking, you need to fix that first. It derates you on top of bad fuel. I don't think we have a fuel leak anymore. I think the fuel leak has stopped. We've definitely checked the fuel pump multiple times, and it's not leaking there anymore. You need to move that load hire to a Somalian from St. Paul, Minnesota. They'll do the load for 45 cents a mile. I should throw it on the load board, huh? But then they have to use my trailer, and they'll end up messing up my trailer. Will Lyons, are you from Connecticut? Hi to both of you, doing well. Hey, Mike. You're forcing that truck too much. Cold beer and a few shots of tequila. I can't drink tequila. Ruin that for me. I can do vodka. I can't do tequila.
No.
When only you do not use a large probe in the ECM pins, you will spread them. The ECM just has like tabs that stick out that poke into the ECM, I think. So I shouldn't have to stick it down in the ECM itself. I'll just disconnect it from the computer and go to the tabs that go into the ECM. If that makes sense. Oh, Red Rum the Mac, yeah. Whatever happened to the land in the mountains? I still have that land. J Seb, we still have the land.
Come lay down.
It's for sale.
No. Come on.
I'm from Kentucky. I've been watching you since the beginning. I want to see.
Nula.
I feel like I read that. Succeed more than now than ever. It was the injector guy had said to clear the learn in from the ECU from the old injector after you enter the new codes, so the ECU can learn the new ones. Well, not to learn the new codes, but to learn the data that it learned from the injectors. No, I had to punch in the codes myself. Sometimes codes could come, but do not mean that's the problem. It could be something comes from other that computer cannot tell you. Lita is aka Lita Ramsey Cook extraordinaire. Spotted Cow is a light beer. It's amazing. I like light beer. I don't like that dark beer. Buy cases every time I'm there. Being that you had an issue with your APU, it could have stressed your alternator. Well, the issue with the APU is the generator, and that never ran back to the truck itself. All it does is power plugs in the truck, like outlets. Been a diesel mechanic for 30 years. I'll try to help when I can. Yeah, I appreciate any help. When the diodes go bad in the alternator, you will not get a stable idle, as it feeds AC shortage into the engine block, and that what controls the injectors, not the DC voltage. Let me reread that. When the diodes go bad in the alternator, you will not get a stable idle, as it feeds AC voltage into the engine block, and that's what controls the injectors. ACM need 11 or 12 volts or better to operate. If that will start making codes. I'm making more than 12 volts for sure. Every man should be so lucky as to have a woman like Lita by his side. See how lucky you are, woman, to have me? They're telling you right here. Yeah, if I hire a Somalian for 45 cents a mile and never see that trailer again. A typical woman, you tell her no and she slaps you. You should starve to death at my house. I would starve to death at, oh, because your old lady don't cook, Rodney? Hi, buddy. Sorry to hear you're having such a hard time with the Mac. It's killing me, man. The best green in it is Ropini, broccoli. I don't know what that is. You guys are using big words on me here. You should make a Twitch account to stream while you're fixing the truck. Make a killing with all the time you've been broke down. I mean, I can stream on YouTube, but I don't think...
They limit your time, though.
YouTube limits my time to 24 hours, I think.
Yeah.
YouTube's coming out with a lot of weird commercial stuff, guys, so I don't know what they're going to be doing, but I've been getting notifications that YouTube's going to be doing some crazy stuff with some commercials that's supposed to make it easier on me. But is it going to make it worse on you guys? I have no idea. Look, I would go out, honestly, I think the YouTube premium subscription is like $5 to $10 and you never see commercials on any YouTube channel and you have access to YouTube music, like, it is well worth the money. Like, you can listen to music, you can download music on YouTube. Like, the amount of stuff that you can do with it is actually pretty good. I have the family plan. It's like $24 a month, and I can have like 5 people added onto it. Go to Culver's restaurant and get a butter burger if you're in Wisconsin. Oh,
Yeah.
we've ate at Culver's before.
We
That's
like
what you got me
Culver's.
last time. Yeah, Culver's is pretty good. I don't know what's around us here.
Popeyes.
A Popeyes. Fat Butts ate the chip. What?
Yeah.
You ate the chip?
She's
Are
like,
you starving?
She's like, I don't know. They ate.
Or she's just trying to make me look bad, Joseph.
No.
Fat Butts ate the chip. Save yourself the trouble. If you move the harness while the engine is running, the problem goes away. Or gets worse, you will have narrowed the problem. But if it's the harness under the valve cover, I don't think I can run the engine with the valve cover off. Hi from Texas. What's up, Jason? You change the wire and pins in the plug, not ECM itself. Yeah, right. The ECM doesn't have the pins. It's the wiring harness that has the pins. Same as to injector plug, change wires in the pin of the plug. Robert, I don't eat sweet potatoes either until mother-in-law cut them up small like baby carrots, and I ate by mistake. And it messes up again. It's like, no, you're taking too long up there. I've been watching from the start. You and Lita are awesome. Good luck. Thanks. Your APU doesn't charge it. Yes, the APU does charge the battery. It's got a little bitty alternator on it that barely keeps up. I once knew a Will Lyons used to work and hang together. If I will the Powerball tomorrow, I am going to buy you a brand. Oh, is the Powerball tomorrow? What about if you disconnect the alternator and see what it does? I mean, I didn't know the alternator would be this big of an issue.
Stop whining.
So you guys are thinking I should disconnect the alternator, running to the batteries, start the truck up, and see what it does? I'm sorry, I'm kind of all over. I'm so far behind, and it takes a while for you guys to respond. Hi, Fat Butts. Utah, you guys rock. Keep rocking. Thanks, Steve. So now you understand injectors use AC voltage, not 12 volt DC. It doesn't travel fast enough. So you're saying the injectors use the voltage from the alternator, not the voltage from the batteries. Chill out. I'm lucky to have Lita. No, she's lucky to have me. Stop inflating her head. Robert, I'm not trying to be nitpicky, but I would suggest that you pay attention to where you are in the chat and simply scroll back up if you need to, so people don't have to repeat themselves. I'm trying to go through and read them all. I'll never be able to scroll back up. There is 750 people commenting. I pay for premium. It's awesome. It is awesome. I mean, for the premium is awesome.
Mackie, stop.
Yeah, just repost. I'm sorry if I missed your comment, and I'm sorry. 80K into my truck this year. You know, as a mechanic, all trucks break. I watch comments aimed at Robert, but he is trying to do his best. You as a mechanic, no trucks break. That's what you think, but the alternator could jump the voltage up and down, and ECM goes nuts. If the regulator is bad, then it can do that. You have to manually check the power it's putting out. I'm referring to the others that may be chiming in as well, not being totally self-centered here. Let me ask you a wired question. When you can scan the truck and look at the live data, does everything look okay? Coolant temp, boost, PSI, ambient air temp, or does all that read correctly? It seems to be. It seems to be. If you disconnect an alternator, you will check light for battery light. I'm going to have to go back through this tomorrow when I get back to the truck. Two different, you know, I was thinking when I got home too, that I was just going to take my alternator and have it rebuilt because it didn't seem like it was keeping up with what I thought it should be putting out. Or the dash is reading wrong. Well, you can run the engine with your valve cover off, but oil goes everywhere. Slinging it off the cam gear, we took a skill saw and cut out. $2.99, $22.99 for YouTube Premium for family, expensive, but it's a must. Yeah, dude, it's so worth it. Didn't the truck run poorly once you got it back up and running after putting in the injector cups and new O-rings? It still didn't sound perfect when it was running. Still sound. No, I think it ran pretty good right after the injectors.
We had a prime issue.
We had a prime issue, yeah. All right, let me go back to the bottom here.
Eula.
733 watching, only 473 likes. Come on, guys, smash that like button. Sometimes it's too late. Like, if you're in a live for too long, I don't think you can like it. I don't know. I think I may be able to fix. I think I may be able to fix your truck. You think you can fix my truck, buddy? Keep up with the comments, damn it. The ECM has a inverter in it, and the drivers use a voltage to control the fuel timing. Has nothing to do with the alternator. With your time off, you can look for a F-35. I think they found it. Didn't they find that? I just parked at a truck stop in Ohio. I went to walk my dog and counted 26 piss jugs behind the fence. I'm telling you, man, truck drivers are disgusting. Go to work for Walmart as a driver. Work 5 days a week and make $100K a year or more if you work overtime. I have a buddy that works for Walmart. I don't think he's doing very good. And he's been with Walmart for a while. Alright, let me scroll back down. Voltage is what you have, amps are what you use. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not very good with, like, electrical crap. I know how to ohm out some stuff, and, like, I don't understand, like, voltage and amps and wattage and all that other stuff. Like, Ethan, the root cause is that the cap were on the wrong rod, not loose. The metal wore off, and they were loose after that happened. You said you had a prime issue, but what is that related to? That was to do with the fuel delivery, correct? The prime issue was the primer pump was bad. It's not a prime issue. It'll start right up now. It fires right up. It has like a skip to it now. I mean, it fires right up. It just has a skip. Like, I have a bad spark plug wire, and the codes are leading to 3 problems with the injectors. I don't have a radio in my truck, Charlie, so I don't know. I couldn't test a radio noise if my alternator stator. Yeah, I don't even know if it might not even be making 13 volts charging. Alternator can show or have volts, but not have amps. Man, you guys got me wondering if it's an alternator issue now. I guess I need to go back and watch that video. Oh, $9.99 from Dale Wheeler. Get a hold of Tim Gentry and see if he can't help you out with your truck. He's a YouTuber and a really good guy. Gentry and Sons Trucking in Tennessee. Yeah, I've watched a few of his videos. Voltage regulator. Good luck, y'all. Are you leaving, Michael? Semi-truck technician. You will have it all figured out a week from now. Yeah. Love all your videos, brother. Keep up the good work. Appreciate that. Alcino Vargas. Robert, I'm referring to the prime issue because I'm trying to get you to think back to when you first got the truck up and running after the injector cups. Tech here, so I'm trying to get you to think about things. Have you ever cleaned the tank outlet filter? I don't have a tank outlet filter. I took all the lines off my tanks. The pickup tubes are welded bungs onto my tanks too. Have you ever cleaned the tank outlet filter? Big mistake sending compressed air into the tanks. Yeah, I think that's what's caused a lot of the problems was me putting a air line to the tank. I mean, the dash reads 13 volts, but that could mean that it's not actually, I mean, the dash could be wrong, I guess. 12.5 to 15.5 volts is okay range for a 12-volt system. Do you have brass swivel fittings on your fuel lines coming from your tank to the primary filter, then to the ECM? They're called banjo fittings, right? Or banjos? I'm not in Junction City anymore, Midwest. I am Belios. Where are we at? Beloit, Wisconsin. Somebody go get Tim Gentry and bring him here. Robert, I sent you an email. Okay, you sent me an email to SouthGeorgiaHotShot. Alternator should be putting out. Yeah, I mean, that's why I was thinking about having somebody look at the alternator, because I feel like it's not putting out as much as it should be. Hey guys, continue trucking. You guys are an inspiration for us. The like button is still working. Okay. With no load on the alternator generator, it should be 13 to 14.5 volts. Then put on a load, connect lead back to alternator, and see what the voltage reads. Okay. Seems issue since APU went out. I don't think so. Would it be cheaper to rent a tractor and haul my truck to Georgia than renting a motel room? So I can't put my truck on my trailer because it's too tall. My trailer's 3'4" tall, and my truck is already 13'6". So if I put a 13'6" semi on a 3'4" trailer, we're talking 16 foot something, you know? When I typed tech here, I worked for a couple Ford dealerships. Man, this air is freezing me out. Worked on a earlier Power Stroke engines, a 7.3, but a lot of other stuff, and understand most of it, even though I'm no pro. Oh snap! Hey, Juan from Maryland. Have you tried smoke testing everything? Smoke testing what? Like flexible fittings, not banjos. Flexible fittings. Let me see what that means. Flexible fittings. Flexible fittings.
Mackie.
Oh, I don't think I have any of those for my fuel.
I think we only have banjo fittings.
Yeah, I think my truck has nothing but banjo fittings. I think it's nothing but banjo fittings. If you have 13 volts or less, you have alternator or battery issue shortage. I think there are others that could likely give you great advice, but I'm trying to get you to slow down, try to tackle the issue in a logical manner in the proper order so you're not throwing parts of the truck. What's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone? Yeah, exactly. See, I'm just thinking it's electrical because of the codes that the computer's telling us, and when Lita Googles the error codes, it should be reading 14 volts. Those dogs have it better than me, bro. Yeah, they do, Jeff. Yes, they do. I love it. I love it. Been waiting on you to ask Lita where you guys... Bro, I can never remember. I should, like, write it down somewhere. I bet it's on this book, like right here. And I'll just keep this in front of me. I'll just keep this in front of me. Bellyoit, Wisconsin.
I should have brought your rope.
Send you an ECM DTC troubleshooting guide. Okay, I'll check that out. I can oversize at home. Yeah, not at no 17 feet you can't. They're notorious for allowing fuel into the system. They won't let diesel fuel leak out, but allow air in. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine are all banjos. Love the channel. You and your wife and dogs are awesome. Keep up the good work. Your luck hopefully gets better. Thanks, Steven. I hope so too. I hope so too.
Are you whining at me? You better stop.
Yeah, I've definitely thrown some parts at this truck. But so have mechanic shops. For something that high, Matt, you would need a follow car with one of those rods that stick up. And those guys make more than truck drivers right now. I'm getting too much advice. I'm gonna have to just go through everything, Kenny, and kind of start eliminating some of these problems. If this alternator dash shows 13 volts, you will get a bunch of codes. Like I said, your ECM is going nut and reading what it should be doing. It should be showing 14 volts or better. I don't think my dash has ever shown 14 volts or 13.8, to be honest. I think it's always been in like the low 13s. If you had a voltage issue, why do you have problems with just 3 injectors? If your fuel bowl, man, it leaking fuel and sucking. I don't think it's air in the. I don't think it's air in the. I'm not losing prime. The truck will start right up. I don't think it's an air in the fuel issue anymore. Smoke test the fuel system. See if you have a leak in the lines or fittings. You agree with Andre Logistics? I mean, I'm down to check the alternator. I honestly was going to check into having the alternator rebuilt when we got home. Robert, how long have you been stranded in Wisconsin? Today's our first day. We just got text mom and let her know I am live.
I don't think I have her number.
If it was an alternator problem, then why isn't all 6 injectors throwing codes? I mean, there's a lot of codes that I need to go through. I mean, honestly, we just got to this hotel room. I haven't even really had time. I just figured I'd go live. I know a lot of people were wondering why we're broke down again. I have no idea what my brother's doing now, Kenny. We had our truck up and running for about a week, Leo, and then we just broke down again. The code you get when unplugging a sensor is voltage high. The code you get when wire is shorted shows voltage below normal. Yeah, Fat Butts is a nut. Look at him. I'll just keep these guys on. I'll just keep this on the bed for you guys while I read through here.
They're gonna stop.
Suggestion, see if you can get in contact with Tim Gentry between Tim and his dad. If you have the APU and the truck running at the same time, you should have plenty of voltage between the 2 alternators. That's what it takes. That's what it's taking to run. Like, I can run the truck by itself and it'll run the inverter that'll run everything, like my computer and the air conditioners, but the APU alternator won't keep up.
You guys are jerks.
We are in Beloit, Wisconsin, Steve? Which is right down on the border. Hey, Christian Shaw, how are you? It might be a bad ground, also never know. There's a weird, like a weird ground fuse down with my batteries. I should take a picture of it. And I just jumped over it. I just took the ground and put ground on ground to make sure that it's like a little weird fuse thing that a ground wire comes to one side of the block and then a ground wire comes to the other, and it looks like it's like a fuse. Your brother sold the property and is now in Hawaii on vacation. It's now 100% our property. He backed out of it. You've been screaming. I've been screaming that on my computer the last 20 videos. What? I mean, honestly, all the parts that I've thrown at the truck have been related to a problem. If your alternator is handling all that load, I seriously doubt there's any problem with the alternator. APU alternators are much smaller than... Yeah, I mean, the APU alternator is tiny. It's just to, like, if your batteries get low on your truck, it's just to, like, kick on and charge the batteries up.
You have to stop.
But since I'm using an inverter and my computer has, like, a 850 watt power supply in it, and then we're pulling power from with the AC, then we have refrigerators plugged in. Like, that little alternator can't keep up charging the batteries while we're using the inverter to do all that too. That's why I start the truck up if I'm going to use the computer. Yeah, I jumped right over that ground thing. I am in Beloit. Beloit? Is that how you say it? Beloit? Diode there allows electrons to flow only one way. For the ground, YouTube awesome. I'm not trying to get on Robert and give him a hard time. Yeah, I don't want people arguing. I mean, we'll figure this out. Not self-made ground wire fuse. I need to take a picture of that and post that. Do you guys follow me on Instagram? I hate posting it on YouTube because it seems like I don't get a lot of... I don't think you guys get to see everything I post on YouTube.
Can we switch
I suggest sticking with your game plan with the injector wiring problem first seeing. Yeah, I think I just need to pull that valve cover off and take a look. I can check the voltage on the alternator pretty easily. He took the loss. I don't know why he took the loss on it. I guess he couldn't afford it. I don't know why. He just backed out of it. It's all in. It's in our name 100% now. I hate this thing. My green APU alternator is only 35 watts, same as... Yeah, it's a tiny alternator. That's why you have 13 volts, not 14.
Hey!
No, it's a ground wire though. It's not for the main ground wire. It's just some random ground. I guess I need to see where that ground wire goes. That goes to that fusible link thing.
That's a good book.
But it's like a little box, Scott, and it's got like this little button you can push in. Yeah, I'm still live. How long have I been on here?
A while.
Oh my gosh. It's 9:30. I should be drinking some Bloody Marys right now. Never ever sell that property when you're 60 years old. I can't afford it by myself right now. It's like...
We have no reason to keep that.
It's killing us right now.
We're never going to live in Utah.
I think you should focus on getting the engine and truck running properly before... Oh, I'm not worried about the APU. No, I know what's wrong with the APU. I'm not worried about the APU. Yeah, all those codes seem like they came at the same time. Eating Maverick pizza and watching the sunset. It's not the alternator.
I don't think it's the alternator either.
The APU won't move your truck up and down the road. Get your truck running right. Yeah, I'm not worried about the APU. I know it's wrong. I'm just explaining what we're using the APU for right now. How many average do you have in Utah? What, acres? How many acres do I have in Utah? 11 acres. They might have put that on there to reduce noise. Yeah, I need to see where that ground wire is going. I thought it was weird. Lita tried to find out. 11 acres in Utah. It's in a little town called Tabiona, out in the middle of nowhere, which is great.
Come lay down.
Have you fixed the fuel leak at the pump? Yeah, the fuel pump's not leaking fuel anymore. Yes, that red button. See if you can push it. It could. No, this one doesn't have a red button. I know what box you're talking about. That's a power wire. This one's on a ground, Scott. I have one for a power wire, and I think that wire feeds like the dash and stuff. And then the other one is just a black one that does a ground. If you're now having an electrical issue, then obviously you have to take care of that and get that figured out. But once you get that figured out, I think you need to figure out if the fuel system is properly sealed. I mean, I do have another fuel pump order that's sitting at the house. How much do I want for the property? So we paid $150,000 for the property. We owe $100,000 on it, but the realtor seems to think we can get $250,000 for it. Good luck tomorrow, mate. I appreciate that boost. Boost abuse.
Mackie.
You have a bad injector or your wiring harness is pinched. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking, YouTube. So, Robert, when you and Lita getting married, all of us subscribers want to attend the wedding? That would be wild, huh?
We don't have any money.
We don't have any money, she said. Is properly sealed and working properly, and with that I mean if there is a way
Come lay down.
if there's a way to check the way your injector cups have sealed since you repair, but mainly I know the injector cups aren't leaking, so I can look in the fuel tanks and we're not getting any air bubbles, so the injector cups aren't an issue right now, knock on wood. I feel for you guys. I hope you get some good luck soon. Hell, head for Ireland and find some 4-leaf clovers. Yeah.
Man,
All of my emissions. What did I miss, Beige? For the smoke test?
you're driving me nuts.
Why are they acting crazy, man?
Oh,
You guys need to calm down. Jeez, you guys are never like that. You guys are like all hyped up on sugar. It's got to be the harness shorting somewhere to cause all the codes if they... Yeah, it's a bunch of codes, and I clear it out and they all come back again. It's a shame that when calling a mechanic, there's an 80% chance they'll mess things up worse and it'll be expensive. It'll be super expensive. I don't think you have mentioned how well the truck has actually ran since the injector cup repair. I think you had air in it when you first started. Is it still... No, I don't... Oh, I had air in the lines. I had a time priming that truck. It was a nightmare priming the truck. But after we got it primed, that truck has been running like a top. Oh, they put a diode on the ground to reduce noise. So that's what that is a diode, huh? We don't have any money. We don't have any money to waste on a wedding. Somebody said they would come to the wedding from California, Babs.
Oh, yeah.
I love this, man. Why are we not doing more live streams? Oh, man, because I'm so busy. Oil in the connectors can cause issues, but I doubt that is your problem. I do remember oil being in the connectors. I will admit that. There was oil in the connectors when I plugged them in, but I figured oil just went everywhere and it was just, that's the way it is.
That's good girl, Mackies.
When my business started going bad, I started taking pics of my wife's feet, secretly selling them on the side. She has no idea. That's a great idea. He did a good job on the cups. His camera died on the rocker shaft torque. I did not see any issues other than I saw on leaf springs on the video for the exhaust brake. I did not see any issues other than I saw on leaf springs on the video for the exhaust brake. You saw a leaf on the springs? I mean, I cleaned all that up. Tim Gentry may be getting a hold of you. Keep an eye out for him. Reached out. Do you know him, Steven? Hello from North Carolina. If the harness is pinched, check the fuses to see if one is blown. Yeah, I could check my fuses for sure. There's so many fuses on that thing all over. You got it. I'm addicted to boost, PSI, and abuse. What kind of car you got? Is that a car on your picture? I don't think I can click on it right now. If you have a multimeter, then see if you have good connectivity across the fusible link. Oh, that's a good idea too, Scott. I'll ohm that out. See if that even works, because I don't know what it goes to. I just bypassed it. I just connected both of them to the same lug. Maybe you've already answered this, and I apologize if you did, but did your brother sell his truck yet? I have no idea if he sold his truck. I know he sold his trailer. I don't know about his truck. I think engine harness or ECM. When our ECM failed, the Jake would come on and the engine would be cutting out. Hey babe, how's it going with you? What's up? I'm Chris. I'm okay. We're doing as good as we can do. Get married on the land and charge admission to pay. Bro, you guys, that land is out in the middle of nowhere. We were trying to get away from all the crazy before that crazy guy got into the White House.
Just go to sleep. Just be sleepy nannies.
We've had something similar happen after we replaced the injectors and cups. Do an injector cutout test. I did that today, and you can tell that way if it's the injector wiring harness or the engine wiring harness. So the harness for us, Emil, is the same. You can't just replace one. I'm confident you'll fix the truck. Really enjoy seeing you overcome issues with the truck. You guys have been having a couple of little things with your truck too, man. I guess this is Derek, and not Cinnamon. I called you Eric. There are no connectors. It's the same. Eric and Derek. It's the same thing. You guys think my hair is long? You guys should see how long Derek's hair is now. I mean, you see him from the back and you're like, dang, I'd hit that. And then he turns around, bam, it's a dude. There are no connectors other than the injector or the ECM. Yeah.
Just be sleepy.
Should be no leaf spring on exhaust brake. Should be no leaf spring on exhaust brake. A leaf spring on the exhaust brake? We were so close not to talk now. I mean, to be honest, this isn't the first time that we've had a falling out. Eric works. Lita is a hottie. Look at her back there, passed out.
I'm not passed out. I'm trying to keep this dog occupied. She's being a shithead.
What's going on, Mackie? Huh?
What is wrong? Why are you so weirded out? You look weirded out. What is wrong with you? Look, that butts is fine. She almost asleep. Stop being a shithead.
So what's going on now? That there is an electrical issue. I know in the last video you got it running, but something must have happened since one video. So we've done about a week's worth of loads, and we're coming down through Wisconsin, about to get into Chicago, and the truck starts shaking. I thought it was the road rough. Then we get up onto a smooth patch, and it's still shaking, and I notice the truck is slowly dying. And we barely made it into this truck stop that we're in. We barely made it. Like, it's cutting and like...
We were lucky to get into that shit show.
Yeah, we were lucky.
Lucky it was
I was
there.
lucky to get in there and get backed into that spot.
Yep. Hold on.
If you're familiar with a Volvo engine, they use a leaf spring to hold down the exhaust rocker. I did not see them in the video. I don't know. I put it back the way it was. I'll have to go back and watch that video. You're the last of a dying breed. All of the YouTube stars have gone into hiding. Yeah, what's up with that? There is a lot of people that don't YouTube anymore, honestly. What happened with the Doors seemed like a great venture. He just never called me. He just never called. Like, I haven't heard from him. Don't accidentally leave the live on when you get in bed with Lita. It'll be the fastest 5 seconds of your life. I appreciate you re-explaining what has happened since your last video. I was wondering what was going on because in that video yesterday, your phone said September 20 or 21st, so it's been 7 days. Yeah, so it's been 7 days. So you guys still have 7 days worth of footage. If I can get that edited and out to you guys, we've done a bunch of loads. We're on a load now that was taking us too close to the house that we were just going to deadhead to the house and start fixing some of the things that needed to be fixed. It's held on the rocker shaft with Allen head bolts. I'm just drawing a blank, man. I just cannot think, honestly. Oh, no, it's good, Eldridge. I remember watching the first HotShot video you uploaded. Just think how much you've endured since then. I've been through some crap, like, I really have. Like, look at all the issues that we had with the Ford. I stuck an air conditioner in the back of my window and ran a generator so I wouldn't have DEF issues. And then we end up having DEF issues. The amount of blowouts I had with those cheap little tires that came on that trailer. The good rides.
What is that face? Maggie's. Oh my goodness.
I really appreciate your videos. Lots of respect on what you do on the mechanical side. Man, I'm a parts changer, let's be honest. Any news on Alex, aka Tope? I do not talk to that dude. Would you ever consider going back in the F-250? Absolutely not. I will never go back in the Ford again. Hurry up with that footage. I know, I can't edit in the truck with the way the APU is, you know? Can you pull your truck with trailer and load with the rental? Would think you could, a wrecker could. I think they have special permits though. Wreckers do.
Yeah.
Special yearly permits that they are able to do that. I wish this truck would just run good. I know. I just want to, like, give me some good months out of this thing. Let me build my savings back up. And then I'll seriously look into another truck or something. But my God, this thing is driving me nuts. Put the RV on the land and start Airbnb.
No thanks.
Yeah, then I have to worry about people trashing it. I'm too far from that. Where you work, they're hiring drivers. Where are you from? YouTube is awesome. Forget editing, you're overthinking things. What do you mean? People don't give a shit about how nice. Well, no, but you still have to, like, I still have to clip videos and there's a bunch of nonsense. Like, what you guys see is probably only 50% or maybe a little more than what I end up recording. Please don't give a shit. Video. Well, you're one hell of a parts changer. I mean, I just watch YouTube videos and start changing parts. When the 7.3s run out of fuel, they'll start shuttering and quickly lose power. I mean, I hook the computer up to it. We're still getting plenty of fuel pressure. And I can see fuel pressure going to all the injectors. Oh, I need to clip the videos. If I just smashed everything together, you'd be like, what in the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Bring your computer into the room and start editing. So this room is a little bit of a walk from the truck stop. And I edit on a real computer.
A desktop.
A desktop, not a laptop. Just drove my van from New York to Banff, Canada. Big respect for on-the-road truckers. I still don't know how I do it sometimes, Scott. I'm like, man, would you be able to rent a tractor and load your Mac on the trailer to get it home? No. The trailer is 3'4" tall, and the Mac is like 13 foot tall, 13 something tall. It would be way too tall. Lita is the star. I try to tell her that all the time, Mark. I'm like, pick the camera up, talk more. Help me push to 100K. Come on, show your feet some more. Don't wear that shirt, wear the other shirt. I already don't like your drive time part of the videos, but here I am watching your stupid face. You don't like the drive time? A lot of people like those, a lot of people like the drive time. Some people don't like the music, some people do like the music. It's like trying to satisfy a woman. You'll never satisfy her with everything. Leave the live on when I hop in bed with Lita. This sub count will go from 32.8K subs. I bet that wouldn't.
Yeah, I bet it would.
I bet it wouldn't. They'd be like, wow, look at that pasty white butt.
Are you going to start whining again?
Make sure all connections are tight. POS and ground, especially starter and battery. Yeah, I checked all the connections on the batteries
Are you
today.
going to start whining? Are you...
I laugh every time he says yeah. What pays more, trucking or YouTube? Here lately, YouTube. The videos where I break down do really good. So it's not like I hope I break down, but it definitely... You guys like to see train wrecks. Jumping off, you sent me an email? Okay, Michael, I'll check the emails after this. I can't really check it online. I hate the drive time part and the loading and unloading part. And yes, the music, we can listen to music and watch videos. Music videos on. Oh, hey, YouTube, there's a thought. Does your room have 2 queen beds? If so, it helps your back to jump back and forth between. No, she got the 1 king this time. I'm surprised you didn't get the 2 beds.
They didn't... I don't know, it was just a...
Can you guys see Mackie? Is she right there? Let me turn this a little bit. She's a shithead. Look at her looking at me. Thanks for the update. Gotta go, bro. Best of luck. I appreciate that. Dig this.
Are you going to start whining?
Look at her. She's a shithead.
Are you going to start whining? How about you go to sleep? You look sleepy.
Amen. She will never be happy. Oh, go ahead, Sims. Take it for the smart ones. I like to watch the Lita part. But here I am watching your stupid face. Okay, I'm waiting for Lita's socks to come off since it was mentioned, or was it? Bow chicka wow wow. Only train wrecks you can come over. Can overcome. Jeez, I'm getting tired. I should probably get off here, guys. Oh. I meant to get on here for a couple of minutes, let you guys know what's going on with the truck. Maybe I'll go live again tomorrow and let you guys know what's going on with this thing. But I think for now, Lita, do you want to heat these things back up for me again? Because
Oh
they're
my
probably
gosh.
cold.
Been reheated twice.
Thanks for all the donations tonight, guys. $430. That's awesome. That is awesome. We got to get the doggies some more treats. Let's see. Don't listen to these folks. Keep doing what you're doing. You and Lita are so entertaining. My husband and I watch you and laugh all the time. Appreciate that, Jenny. I have nothing to do with trucking, but I've been a subscriber. A lot of people are like that. I'm meeting a lot of people that they don't truck, but they watch me for some reason. Like, we'll meet farmers, and they're like, yeah, we love watching you guys. It's crazy. You're literally like one of the only YouTubers that I watch that are still around. I hope you get this truck figured out and get back on the track like before. I sure hope so, Kyle. Nev Campbell and Jennifer Aniston. Yes, please. Best of luck. I gotta get all my crap back in my truck so I can hit the road. It's shifting like a dream. Now, I seen that you had some gear problems with your transmission. Is that a Staffordshire Terrier? Who, Mackie? No, Mackie's a pit. That's a pit bull. That's a vicious pit bull. Look at her. She'll eat your face off.
Yes, she will eat your face off. I don't know why that microwave's making that noise.
I think the plate's not centered, so
No,
I think it's like
there's
jumping.
there's no
I'm trying to
center.
boot the Lita and Rob 2024. Oh, you're trying to book a cruise? Let's do it, Jim. I was just telling Lita, we need to go on another cruise and get some of that food. That was my best. That was the best time, was the food.
What is that microwave?
Yeah. If you find anything, Charlie, I'd appreciate it. Hi, Rob and Lita. You both have a great night. Your show is really great, and things you want to put up, it's great. All great. Good night. Good luck from. Hope you get dog DNA time. She's definitely a pet. I would like to run her DNA though. As for being on live too long, I think you should stay on a little longer. How about some Q&A for Lita as well? I mean, if she wants to talk to you guys, you want to talk to him?
I don't know. It's
She'll-
late.
If she, you, yes, no,
No, it's late.
nah, maybe tomorrow. Does your truck pull fuel out of the
tired.
tanks evenly, or is one side always full? No, I wouldn't say it's perfectly even, but it pulls it out from both. I should have been a tech when all the recalls came out on these engines. You would bet that's a Staffordshire Terrier? What is a Staffordshire Terrier?
It's kind of like it looks just like a pit bull, but you need to get off, man.
Yeah, I need to get a shower. I need to eat and get a shower. Thanks for everything. You guys are the greatest. Big deep fried cheese curd on top of a hamburger. Curd burger. Culver's curd burger.
Hey, don't start that whining.
Yeah. Okay. You guys can only handle so much of this. All right, I'm going to get off. Thanks for stopping by. I'll try to keep you guys updated. Love you guys.